communication.
Wow.
Surreal.
Yeah.
Next slide.
Hey.
Can we do that?
I don't think anyone's listening to us.
You know, I've got like a little clicker. I could go put it in the computer that has it on there and just.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Artemis Stream. Today we're going to play some Battleship Bridge Simulator game. So let's get started on how to play. Next. What is Artemis? So Artemis is a full-on Starship Bridge Simulator. So that means that you're going to be in a nice little ship and you're going to have a little crew. And that crew is going to help you just go around and be cool and kill things and also be nice to people and have certain kind of things. So you have a certain role. You have captain, communications, engineering, science, weapons, helm, and fighter. And each role is very essential to ship survival. So just, don't die and keep communication up. Next. So what happens today is basically this is a musical chairs type of gameplay, which means that right now your round of 20 minutes is going to be played with specific roles, and the next round you can choose any other role that you would want. So if, let's say, Dee Dee is playing Helm today for the first round, she can swap with someone else in the next round and become something like communications or anything else that you would like. And each level will get progressively more difficult, so just be aware of that. And you can learn as you go and help each other out. So if someone is already a novice player and someone else is advanced, you can let them know and shadow them and give tips. And I will also be giving you guys tips. That's kind of my job today, as best as I can. So learn to communicate and work together. So the role as the captain is basically just to formulate the overall plan and keep everyone on their roles. That is what I'll be doing today. And also just keeping communication between the team. Next. So communications, whoever chooses to play communications will basically just have to order weapons from the star bases and talk to the allies and the enemies and let them know that we're coming their way and we're going to blow them up. And also make sure that you taunt them with insults if you are communicating against enemies, and be nice to your friends and try to ask them for anything that you might need. So if you're about to dock somewhere, be sure to tell them you're going to dock and what you need from them. The engineering team or / crew member is going to keep the ship alive. You are responsible for anything that is going to overheat. You have coolant powers, so be sure to make sure that everything is kind of balanced out. You cannot overstimulate any part of the ship, so you have to be sure that whatever you are giving most power to is what is actually needed and not what you think. And that is going to be necessary for talking with the helm. Whoever is ship steering will need to tell you guys what is necessary, and that gives, you can give power to the helm so that they can boost things, but you can also give them power to the weapons so that we can have better torpedoes and stuff. So make sure to know that. And also, apparently, the engineer always has the best dance moves at weddings and social occasions. Science. Basically, you are able to scan different ships and let us know if the ship is a enemy ship or a friendly ship. Just so you guys know, we will talk about it a little bit more in weapons, but if it is a friendly ship and you did not scan it correctly and you thought that it was an enemy ship or something happened, you will be able to hit them and you will be very sad when it is a friendly ship. So don't do that because they will be mad at you. So yeah, you gotta study their weaknesses and let everybody else know what their weaknesses is. So if, they're much better with nukes or if they're much better with torpedoes or whatever else, or lasers, that will be very good information for weapons and for the helm. Next. Weapons. You are the person who makes everything go boom boom, and that's really exciting for you. You will keep the ship alive, so be sure that you do not hit anybody with friendly fire because it is not off, unlike Minecraft sometimes. And you will be able to get any weapons from anything that you dock from. So if you have something that's out, like you don't have any nukes or you don't have any torpedoes, please let someone know so you can dock and get all the stuff back. So communication is critical. And then the helm is the ship's pilot. So you're going to be steering everybody. It's important that you let people know where you're going to be and where you're trying to get to, and also who you're trying to attack, because it would be really sad if you just went up to an enemy ship and then all of a sudden you started dying and no one knew about it. So yeah, also you're going to take majority of the blame apparently, so just be sure that you are okay with that. And if you need any information on space monsters, they're huge, purple, indestructible, and can, instead of, hitting them because they're indestructible, you can lure them to opposite types of enemies, so any opposing teams. So yeah, just get used to going around with million tons of metal that is handled thoroughly like a soaked sponge. And the fighter, likely you will not be a fighter today, but if you are a fighter, this is something that you can deploy depending on the ship that you have. If you have a carrier class ship, you can be a fighter. That means you deploy and you can be a distraction and also hit other enemies, any enemy ships. So that will be good if you have that, but don't leave them behind because that'd be really sad because they're out of the ship. And the first choice that you will make, probably as the helm, if you can all choose, but technically I guess the helm would be the best. For what ship you're going to have, each ship has a different type of layout, loadout, weapon, handling, and aspects. So, if you want like a lighter ship or a faster ship, choose something like that. If you want a bulkier, better aim ship, something in between, you have the choice. So make sure to make the good one. So your goal, again, is 20 minutes of rounds. Each person will have a new role and helm and captain and stuff. Be sure to have good communication and teamwork. That's very important for this type of game. And go beyond your ego, or else everyone else will die and be screwed, and the purple monsters will get you. So yeah, and have a good time. Let's get onto it then. Choose your roles. But first, here's a little tutorial video, I guess. Brought to you by Chris. I don't know if you can hear it, though. Nope, it's muted.
The remote should be behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain on this side?
Welcome aboard, cadets. I'm Commodore Lawson of the Terran Stellar Navy. This is the Artemis Spaceship Bridge Simulator. The year is 2240, and Earth is in the midst of an alien war on multiple fronts. Torgoth, Arvonian, and Kralian forces have allied against us, and are attacking stations near the neutral zone. Your primary goal is to defend Terran space stations in this sector, surviving until all enemies have been eliminated or accepted surrender. Stations are your power source and weapons factories. Keep the stations alive, and they'll keep you alive. Your crew consists of the captain, science officer, comms officer, helmsman, weapons officer, and engineer, along with support pilots. Each of you has a role. Here are your standard operating procedures. First up, science officer. This is your console, a long-range view of the entire sector. The Artemis is the green icon, and stations are represented by yellow icons. Tap and drag the map to view the entire sector. Tap any contact to view details and lock it for scan. Then, tap the scan button. Use these zoom level buttons to focus the sensors on selected contacts. During a scan, you may select other targets, but only one contact can be scanned at a time. The first scan reveals the ship type, ID, direction, distance, and overall shield strength. Hostiles will turn red. Friendly ships are blue. Your second scan reveals enemy ship special abilities, captain history, and defensive weaknesses. Comms and weapons officers need this information. As you find hazards, notify the helmsman. These may include nebula, asteroid fields, mines, and singularities. You have critical information to share with the team. Be ready to answer questions from the captain at any moment. Next, communications. Your console shows messages received and buttons to send messages and commands. To send messages, select the type of message on the left, select a recipient, and then the message you want to send. Messages arrive in the right column. Tap messages to zoom into their details. Stations reply with detailed information about their shields, inventory, and manufacturing progress. Comms may tell stations what torpedoes to build. And, before the Artemis docks at a station, send a docking request to speed up the resupply process. Taunt enemy captains to temporarily draw them away from our stations or defenseless transports. Damaged or overwhelmed enemies may accept surrender. Other allied ships will also communicate. You can direct defenseless ships out of harm's way, direct ships to continue their voyages, or ask combat vessels for support. Other mission-critical information is provided only to comms. Pay attention. Messages may arrive at any moment, and some may prove vital to your mission. At the start of your mission, hail every other ship so you're aware of the tactical situation. Some ships provide side quests, some may be traps. As the comms officer, you have information no one else has. Be sure to inform the captain and crew what you hear and what you're saying. You're the pilot of the Artemis. This is your console.
Look at that guy's.
The right control stick turns right and left for maneuvering. The left throttle operates impulse engines forward, middle stop position, and reverse. Engage warp, holding the right trigger. Release to drop out of warp. The left throttle buttons provide additional warp levels up to 4. To dock with the station, approach the station to a distance less than 600. Center the controllers and throttle to middle stop. Then, press the request dock button. You have control of the main screen. Use this hat switch to change the external view. Press the switch to face the view forward, either side, or behind the ship. 2 additional buttons provide close tactical and long-range maps. And finally, this rocker switch controls the zoom level of your close-range display. While in flight, avoid collisions with asteroids and steer clear of proximity mines. We don't want you to prematurely end the mission in a fireball. And speaking of fireballs, that brings us to the weapons officer. You control the shields, long-range torpedoes, and close-quarters beams. Shields consume energy to provide temporary protection against threats. Torpedo tubes arm and fire long-range weaponry and special payloads. Refer to the payload chart at your console for details on each payload and its use. Guided payloads require 3 steps: load, lock, and fire. Step 1, load. Open the torpedoed payload list, tap a class, then tap load on any empty tube. After the tube is loaded, proceed to step 2, lock a target. Select the target to lock it. Pay attention. If you do not lock a target, guided payloads fire forward only and automatically lock the first available target, friendly or enemy. After you load a tube and lock a target, you're ready to fire the armed payload. Guided torpedoes remember their target when fired. You may immediately lock another target and fire another tube. Use the zoom buttons to focus on nearby target groups or find long-range targets. Maximum target lock distance is about 4K. In close quarters, beams are the weapon of choice. This firing arc indicates the beam's fire zone. Tap any contact in this zone to lock the beams. They fire continually while the contact is in this zone. Your science officer has intel about enemy shields. Tune the beam frequency to hit the weakest shield for extra damage potential. Pay attention, beams will not fire unless you lock a target. When the target is destroyed, beams will stop firing. Finally, never select anything you don't intend to destroy. The engineer allocates energy and coolant to maximize ship performance. Your console provides details of the energy level, manifest, damage control status, power levels, and coolant balance. Each dot on the damage control grid represents a subsystem. Diamond icons indicate the position of damage control teams. Damaged systems turn red. In autonomous mode, damage control teams will move automatically to make repairs. Repairs can be more efficient if you guide teams manually, but novice engineers should leave the teams in autonomous mode. You also manage energy to 8 ship systems: beams, torpedoes, sensors, maneuvering, impulse, warp, and front and rear shields. These power sliders range from 0 to 300%. More power equals better performance. Overcharge the front shields when facing an enemy head-to-head. Overcharge warp when traveling long distances. Overcharge maneuvering during hard turns, and impulse during combat and docking. Of course, overcharging has a price. Heat builds up while systems are overcharged. Heat damages systems and injures damage control teams. Reduce power levels to 100% or less to stop gaining heat. Counteract heat by activating coolant units, up to 8 at a time. To cool multiple systems, you'll need to share the units and balance them carefully. Again, you can only activate 8 coolant units at once. To assist you during this mission, we've provided preset configurations of power and coolant. Use these presets to your advantage. By quickly responding to what the ship needs, a skilled engineer can greatly improve your chances of success. Fighter pilots, your controls are similar to helm and are configured in a traditional flight configuration. The throttle controls forward boost, cruise speed, or full stop to hold position. Contacts are color-coded. Friendlies are green, hostiles are red, and surrendered ships are yellow. At each fighter launch, you carry a few standard homing torpedoes. These lock on the target in the center of your view and can be fired at long range. For close quarters, use the trigger to fire beams. To dock with the main ship, find the bright green arrow and turn toward the home indicator. Fly in close and hit the request dock button. When docked, fighters are repaired and refitted with torpedoes. When the refit is complete, the fighter's ready to launch. Pay attention. Captain, don't launch your fighters if weapons just launched a nuke. And don't warp away and leave your fighters stranded. Replacement fighter ships can be picked up in most stations when you dock, but we'd rather your fighters made it home in one piece rather than waiting to respawn. Finally, Captain, you're in command of the mission strategy. Early in the mission, science and communications provide the mission scope and the goals. Science, helm, and weapons can work together to fire unguided probes to scan groups of contacts quickly. Hail allied ships to check for distress calls and side quests. Prioritize side missions carefully. This is a time-limited simulation. Watch energy levels and dock with stations to recharge before things get desperate. Weapons can salvage homing torpedoes in the cargo bay for emergency energy. In combat, an enemy surrender is as good as a kill. It saves time and saves ordnance for other targets. Good luck, crew. Make us proud. Commodore Lawson, out.
Way.
Hello there, everybody. Well, that was
Hi.
really loud.
We were totally paying attention to all of that, just so you know.
I actually was.
Yeah?
I was paying a good bit of attention. I would say like 40%.
Out of like 1,000?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready to roll if they're ready to roll because we're rolling in space because there's no
Yeah.
rolling in space.
I actually got a chance to like get my hands on the game and play the helmsman role.
Really?
Yeah. And I immediately got us like destroyed. Like I flew our ship into an enemy and we like literally collided with them. And then like Chris was like, turn around, you gotta like you gotta turn the ship around so we can like fight them. And I was like it was like, and then you slowly see the ship like slowly turning, like like slowly going out.
It's the most Galaxy Quest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. But I have a lot of faith in this group. I feel like I feel like you can't get much worse than my performance. So
I don't know. I think you could.
okay.
Maybe not today with this group.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. I'll have
Okay.
to get like a speed run of like how fast I can die in this game, and we'll see if anybody can beat that.
You're gonna speed run this game in space?
Yeah, you can speed run this game
You cannot.
in space. You can speed run any
Just
game.
hit everything? Is that
Yeah.
attach yourself like you did like a this really shakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're ready.
We are absolutely ready to go. It sounds like right now, what sounds like is happening is we've got Vince sort of talking, because Vince is the captain.
Oh.
We got Captain Vincent in there. And it looks like he's kind of like directing his team and sort of like telling them what is their roles and what's going on with the game.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So
that's-
we'll have to see what each of these players are actually like, what role they're actually playing. The computer that I was sat at, that Melinda's sat at right now, was
Yeah.
the helmsman.
really, so it like the helmsman, are they at the helm?
Captain Petroni.
Yes, yes. Yes, they are.
I missed that slide. So all right.
Okay.
We are.
DNA.
We are DS2.
Oh, we can. We okay. So now we hear their comms.
Oh, nice. Let's hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
Nearby us, we have a couple of asteroids.
A few
Yeah.
asteroids.
So
Yeah.
Let's try to go to. Huh?
Dark Souls.
No, that
2
is also
on the
floating.
map.
Dark Souls
The-
1,
the-
2, and 3. They got the whole collection.
Future 4.
Go there. There's also asteroids.
Oh, that reminds me.
Wait, this
What is that
the purple
N63
mountain?
thing?
Something really
We're
awesome
up here.
happened to me.
What's that?
Let's
Like
go down to
last
the
night,
see what-
I finished Dark Souls 1 with a
Okay.
soul level
Yep.
1 character.
Okay.
So without leveling
Let's
up my
get
character at all, I
ready.
finished and beat the game and beat all the bosses.
How do I pull up the
That's
map?
impressive.
Yeah, it was like
Come on.
it was a really
outside.
like fun achievement because it's
Where?
very
Where?
it's very doable. It's not like super hard.
I don't believe you at all.
It is
Yeah, what do I
doable.
do?
It
I
is
was
entirely doable. It's just you die in one hit, so you just have to not get hit. But that's easy.
This ship right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. No
You just need
matter
to- I mean,
how
it's-
many
Is that
times
us
you
or is
can try
that
to give me
us?
XP, no way.
Alright, cool.
Well, the thing
Okay.
is, like, I would
going
accept
to
this,
DS1?
but obviously I'm not doing like a speed run.
It's
or
like a
anything,
black
so if
hole.
I get hit, I'll just start over and try the boss again, and then I'll, hopefully I'll get him next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very
Yep.
positive.
I
like your
asked for a
positivity
nuke
with
from
games.
everybody,
And in
so
life.
DS1, 2,
Semi.
3, and 4 all have a nuke online if we want to go get it.
Oh, so it seems like they
Let's
might be
make
going
these
for
Yeah.
People, these
different
lovely
space
people.
stations to
So it's
retrieve
actually
nukes and
already-
other weapons.
Oh.
You have impulse and maneuver up. You have
Well,
Should I move up?
increased movement speed.
Avoiding rabbit droppings, I guess. During...
Avoiding rabbit dropping.
They're very round.
Yeah, it looks like they're.
There's a giant rabbit somewhere in the universe.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
This
whoa,
is
whoa,
a
whoa.
much brighter vision of space than I'm typically
What?
accustomed to.
Yeah, I mean,
myself.
And what?
typically it's just a black void of dark matter,
What was
but
the scan?
clearly,
Yeah, right now, actually,
Should I just watch
the
with it?
black matter is
Right.
the whatever
start
the
climbing
particles
or-
are in the sky right now.
it just
Good.
runs out
Oh,
of them at the
scan.
end of
Black
space.
field, black hole, random thing.
Ooh.
Somebody. We need to know what that is. We know what that is. We know what that is. We
Yeah,
know
it
all
looks like
this
they're
is.
heading towards that space
Are we
station.
scanning
this
there,
thing?
Probably
This is
to-
V25.
Oh, doesn't
What
look
is
like
that?
they're going very fast.
Yeah, I think they might be stopped. They might have
Why?
cranked
Stopping.
the either engineering or the helmsman cranked.
Oh, there's
the
that thingy
brakes.
near DS.
So where should we go?
Bless you.
See ya.
There is.
Bless you.
You guys
Whoever's
want
the-
my
Yeah,
something?
that was nice.
Yeah. So, I mean,
So while
sounds
we're
like fun.
you
waiting
captain.
Yeah, let's do it.
do you want to
Let's
give
do
it
it,
a
Captain.
bless you?
Is there
Let's
any
run
to
it.
Captain
fight?
Petroni.
Yeah,
Captain
sure,
Petroni.
let's
Definitely
try to
somewhere.
bless you. I'm clearly.
There's a U59
I'm
by
unaware.
DS4.
Seriously?
Yeah, I don't know what the history of bless you is.
Head right.
Essentially,
Kill it.
it's religious thing.
Oh, okay.
Head
And
left.
when people sneeze,
Left.
they thought there was
Yeah,
a
my
demon
right.
outside of them.
You're
so
right.
They would say bless
Go,
you.
Yeah.
Denise.
Yeah,
I've
cast
increased
out
your
the
movement
demon.
speed.
Oh, this
Oh.
ship. I thought
You're
you were
going-
going on the
It's
map.
very
Go
weird.
fast, Shoddy Bay.
Okay.
Extraordinarily.
Whee!
neat.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
what is
Going
this?
down.
All right, warp's going
Oh.
off now.
In space.
I think they might be trying to attack something.
Okay.
We're getting
Ooh.
close.
Wait, he's
I don't
moving.
know. I just heard Jack say, "I want to kill them."
Captain.
Jack is a
Close enough
itchy
for-
trigger finger, so his goal in life is to destroy everything in space
They
and then play Mario
consume.
Kart.
I believe the enemy has us
And
spotted.
destroy everybody in Mario Kart.
How do we kill
Any
it?
comms?
Oh,
No, not really.
Going against a diamond.
Pretty slow day.
Yeah.
Are they actually
What are
going to
these
try to fight this
things?
thing?
Something is heading
Oh,
towards
alright.
us.
No, there's two of them.
N63 also is going towards DS4.
There's 2 of them.
What are we firing at?
N63.
Jack's-
We're firing at N63?
The one below
Jack's very
N64.
intense.
Is there shields on it?
Time.
So
Time.
I just
Captain.
scanned
here's
it. What's it says
here's where we'll be
150.
able to judge
F
like
shields,
how
our shields are
great
50.
like how
Oh, front. Yeah,
good
and rear.
players our
Upping our
team
front,
is.
upping
Okay.
our
Because
front
there are a
shields
few
as well.
things that need to go
Enemy.
right when you're facing an
Yeah,
enemy
so
like
maybe
this.
try to go
Okay.
around
First
to
of
the
all,
rear.
engineering needs to make sure that the front shields,
I'll
if they're
increase
facing the
the
enemy
small
right now,
turn
which
being
clearly right now they're sort of
returning.
I think
But-
that's the
Target flags,
enemy's
let me know when
butt.
we're ready for the EMP.
yeah. When you're facing an enemy head on
forgot the last
like
I seen.
this, you need to make sure that your front shields are on. Obviously, if the enemy's going to try to loop around it to you
Yeah.
and go around to the back, then you're going to
Yeah,
want
wait,
to have the
wait,
back
wait,
shields
that way.
on.
Oh,
And
This way.
it looks like we're actually
we
not
running
going to
away?
engage.
I don't know what they're doing. Are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Does she need more
Okay.
maneuvers?
But
It's a chicken
Don't shoot
nugget
it yet.
belt.
Oh, no,
We're
we're
gonna try to
back.
get it from
All right,
behind
there we
might
go.
be
because
back.
the
Nope.
shields are
you
lower.
see, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
this shakiness
Yeah.
would be the
Yeah,
fault of the
that's a- that
helmsman. The
is
helmsman
the plan.
clearly isn't doing a bang up job
Okay.
right now. I would know because I also messed up that roll.
Clearly, they are actual
And then
drivers in
U5 is
Maryland
coming
because
up
they
to
are
it
all
at
over the
same time as
place.
It looks like they're about to
shields,
collide
150
with
front
that
shields,
ship,
50 back
actually.
shields.
Oh, yep, they're taking damage. All right, they are in a
Oh.
full fight
It's
right
hitting
now.
us.
And
Yes.
again, I don't think their
right.
front shields were engaged
Okay.
because that looked like it took a heavy toll on the ship.
This could be it.
Shoot,
This
shoot,
could be it
shoot.
for the ship.
Oh, they're shooting? Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Its
Good
shields went
hit.
down, rear 25, front 75.
Look at that.
Reloading
Oh,
another
so
EMP
you can
shot.
hear now, I think
Okay,
Melinda
the
is
rear
on
shields are down. We
engineering
have
because
75
she's
on the front
letting them
shield
know
side.
what
Oh,
shields
okay.
are up on what part of the ship.
I lost.
So is
somebody.
it
That's not
damaged
good.
in the red
I think
or
you need
is
to go
it
to the front now.
shields up?
The rear shields are down.
Oh, they're down to.
We can just take it. We can just hit
And
it.
it's because eventually
Yeah,
they'll
we just need to
hit it.
overheat. They have
Disabled.
to sort of
Torpedoes are up.
gauge when to
Yeah, so we
let
just
them
hit it with
up and
normal
lay
stuff.
them down.
Oh, okay.
I think this was the
I
first version of Destiny from Bungie. Where they started landing on planets.
Well, the fun thing is what we're seeing right now is obviously the top-down ship view, but what they're seeing,
there is a
what the
laser
actual
function,
game
but I don't know how to
shows
make
is
it go to
a bunch of
lasers,
charts
so
and graphs and
I don't recall that
numbers
from the
up and
video.
stuff like that.
It's all
So
very
it's-
technical.
Yeah.
These don't seem to do anything, so
Well, I think their Bunsen burner ship is doing pretty well.
see it.
Yeah.
It's
It looks like time has been frozen. That ship doesn't seem to be like. If I were that enemy ship, I would maybe be trying to move around, trying to not just stand still to get fired on. But it looks like that's what's going on right now.
You know, if you could turn back time.
Oh, you know what? I think they are doing a
I don't know
pincer
if they're
attack
moving.
between that space station that's in the
their
distance
shields
just
are
keep
all the
unloading
way down.
and
torpedoes into it?
and Artemis.
Oh.
Yeah, they destroyed it.
Yay.
Awesome.
Where should we go?
Chris, what's the button that lets me get beams?
And you know what?
What's
I
the
bet
beam
the
button?
reason why it's important that you do pincer attacks like that is because then, like, you can either have your front or your back shields engaged, right?
Where's
Yeah.
So if you got people firing at your front and your backside when you're like a ship in
It'll just auto beam?
space,
Okay, as long as it's
you're
in the
going
arc?
to,
Okay.
You said
you
DS1?
know, not be
So that means
shielded
as long
in
as I have
one of
luck and
them.
we're near,
So,
mean-
how do I tune the
yeah.
frequency?
Tighter the ship, the faster the ship,
I know that.
Okay.
and it can go around to the non-shielded sides.
I go shield.
Yeah,
I click
we're
shield.
just so smart.
Okay.
Like we've got this figured out.
We didn't need slides. Look at that.
Looks like again our helmsman is sort of swaying around, being a
Yeah.
bit chaotic. I'm not sure what this is.
It's a DMV maneuver.
Yeah.
It's a little hip check to let them know that they're there. Who them is, we don't know.
Yeah.
Space. Dark
Are they
matter.
heading towards a planet right now? I can't tell.
I don't know.
It looks just like a nice wallpaper of a nebula or something.
Looks like the
And
70s,
try to head
actually.
to behind
That's
the ship. The rear shield is at 50.
This kind of
oh
yeah, it does remind me of like a goofy 70s movie. I'm thinking of this like one B movie that I saw with friends recently called Barbarella.
Okay, first of all, that's a magnificent movie.
Oh, wait, you messed with Barbarella too? I thought that movie was dope.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Locked on and ready to fire.
Jane Fonda at her finest acting moment in her life, outside of 80 for Brady.
Yeah, I knew that it was going to be good when we get like a shot of Jane Fonda just like dancing around in zero gravity, like in the
Locked on to
first
enemy.
in the first minutes of the movie.
Yes, it was a very colorful film.
Yeah, really colorful.
Damage boosting.
They like had like a bunch of like trippy
shield
scenes that were clearly
25
like
back,
made
75
because
front.
the creators were just like on LSD.
Oh,
and
clearly.
playing with like, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
The EMP
I saw that
blast
when I
and
was
CS1
7.
shields.
It was, yeah,
Well,
completely
We need
inappropriate.
to get
Yeah,
in closer, 'cause
that
otherwise
was
they're
kind of
gonna
an
get splash
inappropriate
damage.
movie.
I didn't
It's
know
just
what was
Jane
going on
Fonda.
during the organ scene, so we'll run from there.
Oh my
Not that
gosh, the
direction, not
organ
that
scene.
direction.
We're not going to talk about the organ scene. You can see that movie by yourself. It's in 4K now.
Yeah.
It was
No,
re-released.
as it should be.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Wacky classic film.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I think we've been cut off.
What? No, I haven't been.
Oh, I can't hear myself anymore.
I can't.
I would have to fire a nuke, and I'm not firing a nuke towards
don't-
the station.
Oh,
I
God.
apparently
I'm
don't
good,
actually
I'm good.
control
Okay.
lasers. I just target it, and the ship should just fire lasers.
Maybe they just got your mic
So we
down.
don't have lasers, is
They
what I'm
have
hearing.
just my. I think they might.
Firing that.
Yeah, I think they might have my mic down.
Oh, you're back up.
Oh, I'm
You're
back
good.
up. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they heard that.
All right, thanks for
Not
hitting
planning
on
to.
Yeah,
that, guys. I
rear
appreciate it.
25, front 74.
Wow.
Get up your torpedo.
They are so serious at this game.
Front 49, rear 25.
You can hear Melinda really calling out the shots here.
Yeah, this is like Space Battleship.
Rear is down.
Get it.
Man, just gonna put this on a resume.
Loading.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, they're trying to re-maneuver now.
How do you re-maneuver though? Is it just maneuvering?
Oh, well, sorry. Yeah, it is just maneuvering. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yay.
Good job.
I used to say pre-warn, and people are like, "You can't pre-warn. You're just warning."
This is what the casting experience is going to be like for this. By the way, it's going to be me trying to make like commentary and Nathan being like re-maneuver. I think you mean maneuver.
I think you want impulse up when you're docking.
Could just be maneuvering.
I think impulse is like short distance
four
speeds.
Oh,
So yeah,
what is this?
And
you're right.
Is this like a tractor beam?
13 EMPs. They're jumping, alright? So if we can get to there, we'll be set.
Oh,
They just clipped through the space station.
the clipper beam.
Yes, I got a new bestie.
What does it mean that
Oh,
Artemis
that's
is
what I-
clipping through the space station right
Can you
now?
hear it right now?
It's like a bunch of creaking metal.
There's
Mosquitoes.
B25
E25 is allied.
Anything in the area? Good.
You know, I think I might
we get
have
a-
been mistaken about
Oh,
Melinda's
yeah,
role.
I don't. I feel like I'm gonna go above my station if I start making
On
orders.
engineering and doing really great comms about
I'm not trying to usurp the cap.
Yeah.
shields.
If we meet
Or
up
she's
with
doing
B25,
comms
who
on
is
the
getting
enemy
ready
team
to
shield.
dock
She's
over
keeping
here,
track of the enemy.
then
I
we'll get.
actually.
The hell was that?
not
Yeah.
sure
And
from
then
the- from
meet
the
up
comms
with
on that.
another.
Just
No,
so you
I mean, she's
know,
like
the
that.
CO7 is an
Yeah, she's
enemy.
doing a great job either way.
She's fantastic.
How fast are they
Seven on
heading?
side?
Yeah,
It's a lot of oxygen.
they're a bit away for now, but
It looks
Wait,
like they might
that
be like
guy's coming down
resupplying
us.
at this station here, like maybe getting some gas in their tank.
So
it's like a
B25 will give
Stuckies
us some
or,
energy, and then if we meet up
as
with
you Northerners
B25,
call it,
L16
sheets.
will give us
I
nukes.
love sheets.
Of course you do.
How do we do that?
What's the problem with sheets?
I don't know. It's like a poor man's royal farm.
Alright, so
Poor man's royal
we
farm.
need to
Yeah.
dock with
Let me tell you
DS2
the
first
gospel of
before
sheets
we go
here,
to
okay?
B25.
So when you go to a
Super
sheets,
at present, so
it's
we go
got
to
so much
DS3.
real estate.
It
There's
does.
also
Like
a
when
thing-
you come to a
There's also
sheets,
CO7 and
like
D3
you can
and
like hang out.
many
You can just sit
unidentified
down like
vessels in
anywhere. You
D3.
know, like it's
CO7
like
is
every single
enemy.
sheets. The
Yes,
consistency is
what
that
are the
like
like 7
there's like
unidentified
a
vessels in
mile
D3?
of land
Looking at
that
'em.
is the sheets.
Fabulous.
It's like concrete,
The white
just
dots in D3?
like
No, up there.
tons of
These that are
parking
west, they're
space.
moving that way.
Does it
And
make you?
Those are mine.
it's just like so wide open. It's like a
That
That is
field
all
of
gonna be enemies.
joy.
Okay, that's what I was afraid of.
The food there is good.
CO7
You
is
know,
coming to attack.
the gas there is
Sending an
good.
asteroid field between it and us.
Does
Just
it
such a
taste
nice-
okay?
Just such a nice place to go.
And do you say holy sheets anytime during the?
Oh, yeah.
Run 'em.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the thing. Like,
Diving.
I grew up like back in
Are we
the.
docking or?
You know that I grew up like
No,
in
we're
the
diving.
country
Why are
of
we docking?
like Maryland, like you know, like
No.
northern Maryland, like kind of like further up, like where the
That's not the country. If you go northern, you're basically
All
like
of
New
the
York.
ones at top so far. Are
PS3
like
now is 5 nukes.
At least in Maryland, that's where you get
Why
into
do we
the
have-
Appalachian
why do we have
Mountains.
so many nukes?
Oh,
At least in
yes.
the place
Why do we
where
ask for
I
so
live.
many nukes?
Hey man, you never know. Better
Wait,
have them and not
we're-
need them
we're
than to
gonna-
get them and not
we're
have
gonna-
them.
We're gonna need
Look at
them
that.
coming up. There's like a big
Look at that
pack
Well, I also have to
concentration.
store more nukes. We can only store 8 nukes.
Okay.
So
Do we have?
I didn't fire any, so we have 8.
Oh, we still have 8? Well, then let's
Yeah,
go
I
get
didn't
rid of
fire a
every
single one because they were right next to
Wow.
us.
It's really good.
Go straight to the
Yeah.
fight. They have 8
Well,
nukes.
there's-
Anyways,
And
that's what I'm
for,
saying.
like
I
all
grew up
these
in
little
the-
things that
you
are
know,
popping
in
up on the
the
map
woods,
above
basically.
DS2.
There's
And
like
in
a,
my high school,
a
there wasn't a
ton
lot
of
for
that
people to
whole
do.
like little
So
Yeah,
it's
tree
let's
at
go.
the top.
Let's go
We
just
could
throw
either
nukes at
drive
them.
to a city
Or
someplace
if we go to
fun, or we could stay
DS3,
in our
there's also,
hometown.
like,
If you want to stay in your
torpedoes and
hometown,
Oh, I can.
you know where the prime
By the way, you can
hangout spot
go-
was?
go
What's that?
Fast, I
A
think.
Sheets.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
You like Sonic the
Yeah.
Hedgehog?
Yeah.
That's nice. You
Just
didn't have like a
hang out at
Bucky's or something like that?
No, no Bucky's, just a Sheets. You
Did-
just hang out at Sheets, do drugs, like that.
Like
I don't know.
aspirin?
Sorry.
Like,
No. I
and you
said
had headaches because of all the.
I said have fun, not do drugs.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
We already have.
That
all
cannot
of
be
our work
condoned
maxed
until
out.
July 1st.
In the Sheets parking
Yeah,
lot.
wait, if we're topped up, then we might as well just get rid of these people.
Yep, turn around.
Ooh, it's nice and purpley.
Oh, we're
Not
docking.
CO7,
Okay.
D25.
Every single one at that
CS7
top is
will come
enemy.
to us.
Good lord.
LRS.
So I'm not sure if this is an enemy or we're going into Dark Souls 3 right now.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, when we get to the swarm, I plan to.
Yeah, that whole
V25
swarm,
slowly
every single
goes
one
to
of them
Dark
are
Souls.
enemies.
Avocado las luces.
And CO7 is moving galactic north, I guess, towards
Galactic North.
DS1.
There's no such
I
thing
believe,
as
unless it's going to take down L6.
Oh man, I just heard Galactic North used in comms.
like there's a direction in space. Oh.
Oh, are they planning on attacking these guys?
I
I
don't
wonder.
know. Going after the flour tortilla metal
Yeah, in a good
And
way.
we should probably
ship
Flour
shape.
tortilla.
Have you ever made
You're
those? They're
boosted
like
in a
really
good way.
flat.
There it
and
is.
you can make
Get
them at
in
home.
there.
No, I actually haven't. I
Thought you were
usually
emergency man,
like
not an
buy
automate.
tortillas.
Well, I mean, like the joy
Turn
of
up.
making food.
Space beat.
Oh yeah, no, like that sounds awesome. I would love to because
Michelle
I'm big into like
I'm having so
making
much fun.
my own
Like,
stuff
the belly
usually.
of
You
the
can pick
ship.
up.
Oh no, that is a
What?
My dip.
My job
That is
is
an
a lot lower
interesting
stakes than
that's
the
an
rest of
interesting
them.
design
That's the one
shift.
feeling.
That
To
looks
say the
like
least.
completely like a
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuse.
he's chatting.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
It
I'm
looks-
just texting with people, man. This is Thursday.
It looks like a fuse.
Yeah, look at that fuse ship over there.
It looks like a television tube,
Actually, I don't want coffee. I want
a
tea.
vacuum
Look, I'll
tube.
get you a tea from the space box.
Oh my god.
This girl has.
Okay, I think we're turning up.
I thought I was going to be the problem on this. That's-
No, I'm so sorry. I'm so
Shields,
sorry.
give me
to
a read on
go
this
through.
on KL1 shields.
We need to press.
On which one?
KL1.
Well, they're all clicking together, so it's hard to figure
Good
out.
luck.
There's so many.
There we go.
Oh,
I'm firing
there's, like-
EMPs.
when it gets
Oh, they're
inside-
firing
Wait,
EMPs,
oh.
right? Okay, so
Oh.
we're attacking.
What?
We
No,
have
we can't
eight
nuke
nukes,
home with
8
us.
nukes in the chamber, so we have to make sure that these
matter as
count.
much if they still have
8
shields
nukes in
up.
the chamber.
KO1,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll load nukes. If you want to load nukes instead.
KO,
That'd be a great name for a song.
KO1 shields are 600 front, 600 back.
Oh.
300
Oh.
300 front,
Oh,
300
we're gonna
back.
be in trouble.
300 front,
Yeah, they've
300
Looks
only
like
back.
they've got a bogey coming in.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Missile.
Impact.
Oh, you see they shielded. Now that
Yeah.
I
was
wouldn't
a
go
very
towards
good
them.
move
I would absolutely
on
not go
the
towards them. That will not
engineer's
go well
part.
for any of
I
us.
do believe they call that a baller
reverse.
move.
Shields up,
Yeah,
shields up.
yeah,
Yeah.
big ballin'.
Well,
Big
ladies
ballin'.
and gentlemen, it has been an honor.
Okay, the
Hey,
Ah, shit.
There's a wreck in there.
Shit.
KO1 is at 185
Fall back,
rear,
fall back, fall back, fall back.
264.
did you hear
Front.
Jack say, ladies and
Okay, the
gentlemen, it's
nukes
been
go
an honor?
through the.
Jack
That was
already
Get
awesome.
knows.
closer to them. Just don't get closer to them. All you have to do is not go closer to them.
Wow.
Actually, go behind that.
We got Jamie making some great calls here. I'm not sure what Jamie's role is here. I'm pretty sure Jamie is
The
our
front shield for
is our weapons
KO1
person.
is at
You think so?
64.
Yeah, they seem like they're
got
doing
the
like
lowest
some
shields in that
cool
swarm.
stuff with
Which
they're talking about
A
loading
47,
nukes. So I'm pretty sure Jamie is the weapons.
M14 or
Uh-oh.
one of those two.
They've
Or
decided.
the D25 all the way in the back has pretty low ones too.
D25 is pretty good.
But KO1 is the biggest.
KO1. KO.
KO1. Like what they're talking about sounds like it's like radio stations. Like,
Oh.
you are now tuning in to KZ01.
D25, where disco lives forever.
Honestly, I've been getting into disco for real.
Disco is
Yeah,
coming
disco's
back.
fun.
For that 1.5 year it was popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we
What are
got
we-
so much out of
what are we
it.
holding
It
for?
looks like we're actually. So this is the first time
Oh.
that we've actually seen the
everyone,
ship
why did the ship stop
go in a
going towards the
direction that
fight?
is not on
Slow them
the
up.
directly
we
on
were-
the
we
X
were-
or
okay.
Z axis.
We
We're
were
actually moving on
avoiding-
the Y
we were
axis now, like we're
avoiding,
going
you
up
know.
and
Are we,
like we're
are we
diving
sure
up
that if
and
I fire a
down.
torpedo right
Well,
now,
I mean,
we'll
that's
hit
what
it?
happens when you
Yeah.
piss off the other team. That's you have to.
DS2's under attack.
Oh,
Oh, by
They're
these guys.
firing at
Alright.
multiple ships here,
oh.
or it looks like it at least.
Oh,
And as you can see, I love the energy of this team because they're doing like hit and run tactics.
Okay.
Like they're flying
A47
close,
and D25
firing the
are the
missiles off,
lowest,
and
and
then
then
getting
K1's
out.
the-
I
KO1's
really
the biggest.
appreciate that they're
How
not
big is
like
KO1 still?
they're not just
KO1's
standing
rear
still
shields are
waiting for
0,
it
the
because
front
that was what I was
shields are
doing, and that
202,
was
so if we
how
can get
I
behind
died
it,
very quickly as
I
the
think we can take
horseman.
it out.
Hey, DS2.
They call this the Fast and Furious method of
Okay, well.
Yeah,
destroying
That's not us,
spaceships.
so let's go blow those
yeah.
guys
It
up.
looks like they've got multiple. And again, I haven't counted how many we
Okay,
fired
the one
off,
that
but we
you're about
only
to
have
hit
8
just went 20
nukes.
front, 20 back.
Oh,
That's D25.
I think they're on their 5th one.
I'm
right
taking
now?
their pot shot.
Right.
Should be
Ooh.
down shields.
Yeah,
DS2's at 74.
let's take a listen in on the comms here. If anyone if anyone in the
Yeah,
control room can
same.
hear us right now, maybe you should turn Nathan and I's volume
They
down
didn't
and
take
turn
that
the
one
control and
Did
turn
they?
the comms up so we can
What are the
just get
shields
some,
at?
21,
get some
21.
nice key
Dang it.
commentary here.
I gotta be so careful not to swear.
Oh wow.
Did we win?
Whoa, where'd it go?
The game is over?
Was that 20 minutes?
Apparently the game
Okay.
is
Wow.
over.
All right, you can turn us back up because
Never mind. They are out of the. We are out of the game. It looks like it ended on them. That was weird.
Something with
That's a complete failure on their part.
I'm not sure if they died. I'm not.
I don't know. It feels like they're not smiling, so I'm assuming they lost. This is a weird
Did
way
they
to.
run out of gas? Did
Maybe.
they run out of energy? I wonder.
I don't know, folks. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what
there.
happened.
Are we switching or are we
Um,
staying the same?
Your pick.
We're trying.
See
here.
I'm trying to listen in right now and see what the issue was. I feel like if the game ended, we obviously didn't see them taking much damage. So
Yeah.
I think what happened was their ship itself ran out of energy. So
Oh, you
that would be the fault of probably engineering. Maybe engineering let something overheat. Maybe when you run out of gas, you run out of gas. So I'm not sure whose fault that really lies on, but I feel like that might have been
It's the engineer.
what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like, they're responsible for keeping up with that, and clearly, they just screwed up. Yeah, which is typical of teamwork nowadays on Artemis.
Yeah, for real.
This is the first time I've seen this game in action.
What they really need is a Scotty out there on engineering. I mean, if they had a Scotty in engineering, they wouldn't. Okay.
Oh.
So we've just received word that it is only a 20-minute game. So that's why our team.
That was it?
Yeah. So they just got booted out of the game because their 20 minutes was up.
Well, I mean, I felt like after the PowerPoint and the video, it was more like 5 minutes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But that's kind of sad that
Wait,
these
where are we?
games only last 20 minutes because as you can see, our team was doing very well.
I mean,
Yeah.
hit and run.
But they were doing well. They were doing well. Like they actually didn't manage to kill them, like harm themselves.
But there's no strategy to that. Like you shoot
little
and you
bit of
leave, and then
strategy.
you shoot and you leave, and
There's a lot of strategy with that because it's not just like because they were shielding as well. So it's not just like someone controlling the ship and piloting it that way. It's like someone's also handling the shields and also like giving energy to the thrusters and everything that make them go faster. So there is a lot that goes into it. I was impressed with how we were performing in the last game.
I'm glad you were.
Yeah.
There was a passive aggressive war cry there.
There's
Oh, what's that?
Shoot, run.
Towards PS3. Yep.
It looks like
And
we're
then
going on the
C21
offensive again.
C21 is also
As you can
an
see,
enemy.
I feel like Melinda has been the most outspoken in this group. I feel like Melinda really knows what she's doing, and I think that she's kind of carrying the team to victory here.
I think Melinda treats this as if it's a class. And if she is anything less than
Both of the
serious,
shields that we're coming
complete
to are 80
failure.
front, 80 back for both ships.
yeah.
It's too bad that the two of us actually aren't in a class.
Because
Yeah.
We're not students in a class. We're not being graded, so it doesn't really matter how we perform.
Oh, no. We can do whatever we want.
Scared.
We can do whatever we want. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
look at
where are
that.
Wait.
Oh,
we are very close to people we should not be near.
Oh,
Oh.
Alright, hey,
Sounds
we
like-
got a whole bunch of problems
I'm
right
working
up
on
here.
it. I'm working on it.
Sounds
they
like-
got problems. It sounds like after that great first game, we might be running into some issues here, and we're flying closer, ever closer to this enemy fleet here.
Sounds like they made it to the shitstorm solar system,
Yeah.
and they didn't mean to get there.
Sent out.
Oh,
So they are on the attack here?
I guess.
Yeah, all of them are enemy.
All of them are enemies.
Wow.
Every single one of these ships.
There are. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Okay, the one that you just went for is gone. The next one is very powerful.
You can hear them. You can hear them kind of panicking, saying there's so many of them. Like,
I realized it right when he said it too.
We're gonna get hit.
Okay, we're getting hit.
Oh,
okay, that's good. They engaged the rear shields.
randomly firing at God there.
Yeah, they just had to show God what for.
I think I can
We're
kill it.
going
Hold
to
on, hold on,
escape
I can
this.
kill it.
Can you?
What is happening?
I'm not really sure.
Where are you shooting?
Oh,
Okay. Oh, looks like
You're
we
not
also
going
engaged the
towards
front
it.
shields at the right time there. That was
Yeah.
a nice maneuver.
Oh. Okay, well the big one is coming towards us too.
kablow.
Okay.
It sounds like Melinda has good comms on what the enemy is up to.
Yeah, Melinda is all about this game. You know,
That
you
big
throw a
one is
game
a
at her and
220.
she
Yeah, the
is
big ship
serious.
is.
For
Oh
front
my
and back.
lord! I don't know how they're going to manage against. Look at how much bigger that ship is,
Looks
and they're being fired on by all sides.
well.
Now you can see the shields were not
Our real
up for
ship.
that.
Oh no, the rear shield is low.
Rear shield low.
And you can hear everyone
Giving
repeating
what I
it
can.
as if they can't see it on the screen.
Retreat. Going as fast as I can.
There's not a better crew in the galaxy other than the one that's on that other ship.
Jack's just ready to die at any given moment in this game.
Yeah. Jack's ready to abandon
much
ship
happening.
right now.
And as soon as they got hit once, he's like, "Well, it's been fun."
Jack's like complimenting the other ship as if he's trying to join them. Like, you guys can pick me up. I'm not with them.
This was a mistake.
This was all just a big misunderstanding. I know I started firing on you first.
It was an accident.
Yeah, it was an accident, for real. You
Shooting.
need to chill. You just need to chill and let
Yeah,
me.
I mean, look, man, there are worse plans.
The S3.
Oh.
Okay, there.
Oh no.
You see those red dots up there?
Oh, I thought that's the entire crew panicking and they're just trying to leave.
No, the red dots up there in the top right corner are fires on the ship. That's how many fires they will have to put out.
That's when they follow us.
Golly, that's so much fire.
Yeah, I don't think things are looking great for them right now.
No.
I insulted
No,
I
this
you
is
am trying
bad.
so hard to make sure everything does not explode. All right.
Oh.
Figured that would make
Sounds like Jamie's really putting the work in to make sure things don't
So
explode.
I
I'm
said,
really
"Give
happy.
Surfer solid favor."
Are they just firing missiles off randomly, or are they firing them off to make sure that they don't have that kind of explosive power on their ship when they eventually explode?
It's like a sitcom character throwing things randomly behind them as they're being chased by a villain.
That big one.
Yeah, it's like Mario Kart. You're just like banana.
Rear shields are 271.
I'm so honest.
Here comes the blue shell.
The shields are very high on the
Oh,
other
they're
one.
asteroids. Oh, we're getting
That
close
big
to
one.
asteroids.
Oh.
PS3 has 3 nukes for us, but is getting ready to be under attack. If anybody
Oh,
cares.
so it looks like they're trying to.
I do care, but we're a
That's
little
what we
far
can't.
off
We
from
can't.
They're
C3.
all out of weapons right now.
These guys really are in their own business. Honestly, they're not bothering anybody.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they're just kind of hanging out, and we're getting blown up.
Yeah, it's your mic keeps cutting in and out.
Yeah.
How are we dying?
Initiate.
Oh no,
My
you're
mic
prepared.
keeps
This
cutting out.
seems a
Yeah.
lot like a live to
That's
fight
weird.
another
I mean, I'm
day
not doing
situation.
anything.
Yeah, that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Okay.
somewhere.
Jumped. Did we?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Oh, EMP.
Don't breathe.
Okay, we jumped.
Oh,
Where are
no.
we?
Oh.
Nowhere.
We didn't
Still
jump back
there.
there. What?
I'm like talking really
No,
close to
we
the
did not
microphone as well. So
Well, it's always good to talk close to the
So maybe we
mic.
can type in
Yeah.
coordinates. Anyone has coordinates?
I'm just saying I don't think the cutting out has anything to do with me being like
Three
I'm here right now.
degrees.
Yeah. hello?
Yeah.
DS3.
Ooh.
Can you check how far? Yes.
We
They
are.
were. It was,
If worst
wanna
comes to
hop in
worst, we
this?
can like.
Well,
How do I
nah,
check-
our systems are so damaged we can't.
One
move.
of
Direction
your-
173.
plug your
That is
microphone
true. Yeah,
close
we're
to
kind
the
of just up a creek here.
Degree?
We just like yell at it.
Yeah.
We are dead.
Oh no. That's the
Artemis
that's
has been
the end.
destroyed.
Well, maybe next time we won't get teleported into 17 ships, and then maybe we'll have a better shot.
I fired 17
Oh,
So
I think we
poor
got cheated.
thing.
it
I think we got
seems
cheated.
like
I'd agree
the
with that.
helmsman was the
Yeah.
person who did the mess up there, because it seems like the helmsman teleported the rest of the group into a giant horde of enemies.
Okay, but to be fair, they fired
If
first,
you lock on
not
and
the
they're in
enemies.
that, like, blue
That's
armor
true.
thing,
Also, maybe don't fire
Yeah.
first against an entire fleet of ships.
I mean, if Star Trek has taught you
Wait, we have
anything,
to
go
discuss
be
that?
diplomatic first, and then
Yeah.
kill everything.
Okay.
Like, what,
Yeah.
you know,
does that make sense?
it can't just be simple like that.
I feel like
Jeez.
this. Yeah, I feel like they're way too
doing the
focused on
weapons,
like
or
the
do you want
con
engineering
fights in this, like the wrath of Khan level, like
Alright,
galaxy brain fights.
Yeah, I mean, like nothing is simple in space.
I have
Yeah.
a pink.
You've got to really think it
Yeah, I think it's two
through
different- I
and
think you have
not
two different
kill
kinds of
everything.
Oh, and I have 3 tubes.
Big agree.
We're more on a wartime vessel. so it
Seems
makes more
like
sense.
my microphone is working a little bit better than right now.
I think you're back.
I think I'm back.
Look at that. We're gonna win this
R24,
time.
R24.
Are
I don't
we
know
though?
who Guapo Grande is,
We're at DS2.
but it sounds like they are on there's someone in this
Oh,
studio currently.
we better blow those dorks to kingdom come. That's what it says.
Who's the
Where did you
dorks?
just-
Rar. Okay, this is. I'm just going to
Hey,
not look at the
that's-
Twitch chat
that's
for a while.
Jessica. That's who that is.
Yeah, I'm not going to look at the Twitch chat
Okay,
for a
this
while.
thing-
If Jessica's running it, I don't.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't want to be associated with it.
Pure
All the
chaos.
way to the left, on the bottom
chaos.
left are bad.
I'm just worried. Yeah,
I don't know.
they're getting to meet their alien god.
Is there an alien god though?
120 front, 120 back.
Yeah, I'm
for
not
one of
sure.
them,
Like
and
an alien god would just be
let me click on
like.
these.
Have you seen that Star Trek movie where they fight
Yeah,
God?
both are 120
That's like
front,
5,
120
isn't it?
back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater when it came out. It was horrible.
I love that movie.
That's a horrible movie.
It's a bad take, Nathan.
It was a bad movie.
DS5
It's
It's
great
a
take.
good
Three's under
movie
attack.
that you don't understand.
Yes.
Because
Started out being
Yes,
a-
they
you
teach
took it too,
that.
you clearly took that movie too seriously. I knew the right influence to be in when I was watching that movie, which was not sober.
Okay, ready?
I had a great time.
That's jeez. So we know what you do at gas stations and when you go watch movies.
That one that we're going
Yeah.
towards is like crazy big. 454 front shields, 390.
I mean, you will
back
have a good time
shields.
with that movie, just objectively.
I don't think there's
No, the
enough
G62.
alcohol to make that
the
movie
bottom?
good.
Yeah.
Got you. I've got a,
Like you'd have to
I've got a
pass out to enjoy that movie.
So
We're up
you know,
Uganda
I don't know,
Rossi
man.
thing.
Because then you won't remember that movie, and everybody's. I mean, that's the best place you can be with Star Trek V. The search for God. I don't know.
What?
I can't. What was that?
Were you about to call it The Search for Spock?
I don't know. That's
actually
that's number
good
3.
movie.
Yes.
Wild
That's-
ride. Shields are down.
I was so glad he was
41%
okay as a
there.
kid.
There,
Yeah.
getting
Like-
obliterated.
Oh my
Right
gosh,
now.
wait, were you actually, did you just like have to wait for that? Like it was
Oh,
a cliffhanger
yeah.
for you?
I mean,
There's just
that was
one
like
ship.
Oh,
close to
man.
the same
Just
year
started.
Empire
it's
Strikes
a
Back
big ship. It's
happened.
454
Oh my
front
gosh,
So
that's
you gotta wait
insane.
3 years to
We're
see if like Luke
390.
Right.
is okay
We
and
might
Yeah.
have to punt
resolve
on
his father
DS3.
issues.
DS3 shields
That's
are down to
really cool
20%.
actually. I wish
We just need
like
to make sure they don't blow
I really
up
wish that I like not wish because
And
I
then
actually don't
R24
wish
is
that I
coming
grew up in
towards
that
us. It's
time. A
much
lot has
smaller.
improved. But I wish that I was able to have those moments of like having that cliffhanger rather than just like having the next movie be right there. Because like
DS3 has
I feel
been
like the most
destroyed.
comparable thing for my generation was like the end of Infinity
G62
War
was already
Yeah.
shooting at
and going
DS4.
into Endgame. Like
Yeah,
that
we
was
gotta
a
get
very
DS4
like
fast.
awesome fun
Yeah.
cliffhanger where you
But-
had to like wait for a long time to figure out like how it was going to be resolved.
That was like a year apart, wasn't
Oh
it?
my god.
Yeah,
can we
so
just
I
ask
mean
them
it
to
wasn't
stop
the
shooting
same.
us?
Yeah, go ahead and
No,
try.
it was very
there
much the
isn't a
same.
button.
There was some
Oh.
questions, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, like
Can we
going
go
out
home?
of like spoiler alert, Empire Strikes Back, and you're like, that's his dad the
Yeah.
whole time.
All right,
Yeah.
I think
And he
that they're now coming
Made
to
out
get
with his
us.
sister. That's horrible.
DS4 is at
Crap,
154
Right.
R24 is
one
coming
far
towards
away.
us. Yeah. So
R24.
G62 has decided that they're not going to blow up our buddies anymore. They're
All right,
coming
let's
straight
focus
for
on
us.
Game
what's
on?
going.
Meet them in
Yeah,
the middle.
yeah, the game's back going.
Our 24 shields are 150 front, 50 back.
Wait.
So
Is it
as it's
going?
going behind, you can
It
definitely shoot at it.
What did they do again? Did they start another fight and are trying
They're
to
starting
run
another
for
fight,
it?
I
Oh
think.
my
Loke,
god.
is
Yep, that ship right up
Is
there.
that something that
So is there an
We're not looking
option
at it
in
right
this
now in front
game
of
where
us
you
on the
can
visual,
actually
it's
just
on the
talk
sensor.
to
It's not on
enemies
the
and try
sensor,
to
it's
work
just
it
not on the
out?
sensor, but it's on the visual.
I definitely don't think so.
That's
Which
really
honestly is
upsetting.
a shame because if you're trying to emulate Star Trek, you're gonna need like that kind of role play, that kind of role play where you just get to talk
Where
to
did the big
cool
thing go?
cool
We
races.
can't chase it because we're too
Um,
bulky and slow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
We're
not.
not petite enough.
We're too thick.
This is more
I
Oh,
like
it sounds
back
like
to whenever
they're.
our
It sounds like they
old one
literally
was
can't
on.
catch up with their enemy right now because their ship is
They're
too
Wait, how do I do
too
this?
thick. Like their ship is
Just
too
stand front.
giant. Their ship is too
454
tanky for
front,
them to
390
actually
back.
catch up with
Yes,
anything.
I
The
could give
tanky
you 300. I don't
starship.
think we go like even.
There's a missile coming towards us.
I can't.
Oh,
okay.
oh, where?
404,
Oh, there it
Yeah.
is.
404
Wait.
front, 390 back.
Are they
Wow.
gone?
They're
Where did they
on.
go?
They're
Wow.
on.
Did you see the
Visual.
intensity in her
I think
eyes?
they
She was
keep
just like,
Oh yeah.
"Come on, guys, we don't want to die."
They disappear off sensors, but I don't think they disappear off of when we get
Yeah,
them.
Jamie's the same way. He doesn't.
down?
They don't want to die.
Yeah.
Where's that?
So,
This is
that
like
horror
really.
charm.
I'm really surprised how like they're like calling all these different things. The fact that they've been able to identify that their ship is like too slow to catch up with things is also like interesting because now they know their limitations. You know,
Yeah,
it's all about trial and error here.
it's always healthy to know your
We should go back. If we
limitations.
do another game,
Oh,
we
that's
should go back
behind
to
us.
our...
You know,
Behind
yeah.
us.
Ah, there it is.
It's like the movie Lucas. Like that little kid shouldn't have been on the football field.
374.
You probably haven't
202
seen that
front,
movie.
190
I have
95
not,
back.
but I imagine something horrible happened to him.
It was basically like the Goonies playing football.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Charlie Sheen
Wait,
is in
where
there.
are they?
Oh, they're taking big damage here.
Front
Oh,
shields
look at that!
109,
They
back
destroyed
shields
that ship that was
disappeared off
attacking
their
No,
them.
they jumped.
Oh,
Oh, they
Okay,
jumped.
they're to the right,
They didn't
like
destroy
a
it.
little,
They jumped.
like a
Oh,
north,
I see it. I see it. I see it.
northeast.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sending
we're
a
getting
nuke.
ready.
search
Hey, we're getting ready to
and
eat.
seek and destroy.
How do we even stop that?
I don't know. It's coming
Oh,
up on the right
Here
of
it
the ship.
comes.
Oh,
Here
here
it
we go.
comes.
So-
Here
Oh
it
my gosh,
comes.
it
This is
disappeared.
They're
slow
probably going to
going.
engage their shields. They're trying to outrun it.
Front
Oh.
shields 114, rear shields 203.
Oh man.
Oh, so it sounds like
I can target the
some front attacks to the ship that they're
Hey,
currently.
we
Oh,
got
looks like.
another one.
Oh, did you see that? They shot down one of the missiles that was coming
Front
towards
shields
them.
117,
Yeah, that was pretty
rear
impressive.
206.
We do have a few fires. We have 2 fires going on our ship to
Do
our
you have any
rear.
nukes? Oh, front
So-
shields
Could
12,
be
rear
think
shields 57.
Cooking maybe,
Where'd they go?
like in the kitchen area.
Hey, wait, they're gone.
Yeah.
I think they're dead. Right?
Yeah, clearly in the
No, they're
kitchen,
not
if the
dead. They're
kitchen
still
area,
around.
then
I
they
just
can
don't
just
see
start roasting.
It's nothing to
They're
do
here,
with
though, 'cause I
warfare.
have
There's
their,
just a
Right.
kitchen
radar full of
fire
stuff.
If
that
I hit
happens.
one more in the
Yeah.
front, I can just.
So
Right
it
in the middle
seems
of
like
this.
so it
Yeah, you
sounds
should be
like
able
their
to.
enemies
It's front shields
warped
16,
out.
rear
They
61.
they retreated.
Great.
Ah, what a bunch of maroons.
Stay in the
you know?
area.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
probably just missed
I don't know
in
what
the
that
clouds.
means.
So right now they're trying to look for them, and
This game was
Melinda is the one who
intense.
has the comms on the enemy. Well, what I'm hearing from her is that they're
we're
sort of
good.
lost in the clouds. Like our enemies have
there it is.
vanished.
Oh,
There they are.
Oh,
Oh, they did a sneak attack.
surprise. Golly.
Wow.
22 and 66.
Yeah.
So they must have been cloaked or
Okay,
something.
front shields are down. Hit it again.
Front shields are down. They're attacking the front right now.
Oh.
They destroyed it.
Alright, then we should go.
Job's not finished. We gotta save DS4. We
Yeah, I
just
was
let
gonna say,
DS4
there's
go.
Oh, it
two-
sounds
there's
like
two
they're
down at
trying to defend
DS4.
the space station right now.
Alright, we
They're
gotta make
defending
a command
DS4.
decision as a group
I
where
am-
we
I am
let
almost out of
DS4
That's
go.
really
No, I
nice
think
and
we need to go
admirable of
towards
them.
DS4.
Yeah.
You think?
And
I
And
mean,
then
I
once
guess that's
both-
just the
both
aim of
ships
this
are
game. You're in the middle of
120
a
front and
giant
back.
war, I suppose.
War.
Literally,
War never
We don't have
changes.
thrusters.
I can do all. I don't know what you want from me. If
What
I hear
do
put
you
more power in
want?
thrusters another time, the engineer's about to mutiny.
Oh, okay, so Jamie is
You guys
the
have now?
engineer.
Hostile lasers.
I don't know the coordinates.
And it sounds like Jamie's gonna
Can
mutiny.
somebody Google how to see the
Um,
ship go?
it's funny. I never really thought of Jamie as a Scotty type
Yeah,
a
but
Scotty
better
type
than going
figure,
this
but I
tiny
can
stuff.
kind of see
Energy
it. I can
low.
kind of see like
no.
Jamie,
Let's
Scotty,
go to
you know.
DS2 and let DS4
Maybe they
blow up.
both have some. Maybe
We
they
gotta-
maybe
and
they
we can
both have
review
that
on our
Scotsman in
I
them.
can
You
get
know.
both of them. I can
Could
do
be.
that.
Alright,
Sorry.
well then let's do it.
It's a long day.
We're close
Yeah.
by to DS4.
Can you? Because
Same here.
our stock currently says we're out of nukes.
I'm EMP. Sorry. I
Okay,
can EMP
let's-
them. and then-
Those are very different things, brother.
Okay, if I kill the shield, I can use the psychic move on them, okay?
Psychic
Oh my gosh,
move.
Alex has psychic
I
powers.
can't believe that. It's like mutants have entered the arena.
Yeah.
Energy's fuel.
Professor X is going to take down a ship.
Torque to energy.
They actually did
Silas heading our
because
way.
I'm a nerd
No,
and you know
never mind.
this. They actually did some
I'm
really
only,
nerdy
I'm out of
Star Trek
torpedoes, though.
type
Just so you know, we
like
have two
starship
fleets
stuff
of enemy
in
ships
a
coming
recent
down
X-Men
from
event.
south.
It was called Sins of
It's
Sinister,
below the
and it
asteroid
basically
line and where
followed
R24 is,
1,000 years into the future. After
Yeah,
Mr.
we should go back
Sinister
to
had
that
like
first one.
basically made a bunch of genetic
Can we
like
talk while we're, like, being
genetic
attacked
copies
by
of
bombs?
mutants and like
Yeah,
had
it'd be
them
really
start
helpful if
like
everybody stopped being
doing
under attack all the
really
time.
like debaucherous things. So it's basically just a comic book event where they just said like, okay,
Wait, I
what
can
if
make
the
voice
mutants were
memos if I
off the
use that.
leash and just were evil people who wanted to like conquer as much as possible because that's what Sinister wants.
It's pretty
Should I
sinister.
dock?
Yeah.
Should I move?
And it was a really fun story because it was just like
Linda, can you tell me
the
shield that's
mutants
gonna
taking to
hit
the
with this, please?
stars
Yep,
and
I've got it
trying
clicked.
to
Thank you.
like literally enslave the entire universe because there are some very powerful mutants who
They're down to 60.
if they like work together they can
Both of them, I
be like
believe.
very
Yeah, both of them.
imposing
Both are 60 and
figures. Like
front and rear.
Professor X created like this religion where people worshipped him
Yeah.
and their faith gave him power. And he would like basically create this
No, we
like
don't.
infinite loop of like faith
Okay, the one that you
machines
just
because
hit,
he would
it
like
didn't do
mind
any
control
damage.
people to believe in him.
Why?
And
Wow.
then
I
their
don't know,
faith
just
would then
didn't.
give him
Might have
more
just
power
raised or
to
not
control
hit it.
even more people's minds to believe in
Same,
him.
same
And
thing.
it like was this like
It's actually gone up to
ongoing loop
62.
until he became one of the most powerful people in the universe.
What did he do after that? Did he give up?
No, he actually had to fight against other mutants who had also created
the
deity,
front shields went to
who had also
39,
reached
front shields
deity
at 10
status
for
levels of power
Y79.
level.
So is that
So,
like,
like-
Magneto and Apocalypse?
Actually, not Apocalypse.
Why not Apocalypse? That's like an easy. Like he's already there.
Okay, I've got
He
one
was a
hit shield
god.
left in the tank.
Yeah, but
Okay, if
he
you can get to Y79, their front shields
I think
are
he
down.
was kind of sidelined in recent stories.
Sidelined. It's not your turn, Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Okay, they're
I,
down.
I do
Just
mess with
went out.
Apocalypse though. They've done some cool stories with him
Why are there
recently.
2 things I can
Okay,
look
Oh,
at?
they
JOUR668Z,
did-
but then
their
they-
front
introduction was
shields
really
to
great.
28,
Yeah, his introduction was sick.
rear shields at 62.
The movie about him was terrible.
Oh, very terrible.
I have to, like,
Very
take
terrible.
shots from.
Yeah.
But yeah, TLDR, they did a Mutants in Space thing. Also, actually, because the Sins of Sinister event was like a not canon thing happening in a timeline that was like, you know, like not real because they just wanted to have
Okay, the
fun with
front
evil
shields are
X-Men.
down.
Yeah.
Get to, if you can get to the front, the
In the
front
main
shields are
timeline, the
down.
X-Men have actually terraformed Mars,
Okay, can we dock now?
and they've
Yeah, we
like
only
sort of
want-
created their
we
own
only want
colony
No,
on there.
wreck now.
Oh, no.
Well, that's a
I
way to get
literally
away
have
from
nothing.
hate
I have
and
Yeah.
discrimination.
Yeah, dock as fast as
Just
you
go to a
can.
different planet.
Yeah, no, for real. Like
We've got a
literally,
big
the
fleet
main
coming in the
plot
back-
of that
coming down
story
from
is
below
like
them.
we're tired of being hated and feared, so let's go somewhere else.
So did they blow up Earth after that?
No, they just like screwed off to Mars, and the way that they terraformed
no
it is like
energy.
Storm can
Guys, I'm
control the
tired.
weather, so she can make it rain on Mars and
DS4
make it so that
still
you can have
100% health.
crops.
Ah.
And also, Iceman can create a literal
us in,
ocean because he can create a ice. You know, he can go to a crater, fill it with ice, and then a character with fire powers can then turn that into water. So it's like,
But it's really cold on Mars at nights.
yeah,
So wouldn't it be back to ice? It'd just be an ice planet. It'd be basically like Europa.
yeah, maybe I guess.
Europa 2.
Yeah, why didn't it let us dock?
Basically, they did a lot of different things to terraform the environment.
Hold on,
Like a
hold on.
Europa.
Let me talk to him.
Yeah, it's like it's
us-
it's the comic where they terraform Mars is really sick because I think the
He just said
oh yeah,
Dr. Dre, let's
so in order to make it a more hot planet,
Let us in,
there's this sick
please.
panel where
Okay, how do I
Magneto
get-
is like
this?
coming
Oh,
in,
Victoria.
like literally like
What's that?
literally like he's
Hold on,
like
I'm just
riding
stocking up on
on
things.
like
Go,
some
go,
like
go.
he's
Any of
literally
them?
riding
Can
on
you
like
ask for
this
that to make
giant
these,
like
like,
meteor
shots,
looking
Who?
mass
Forever.
of
Yeah, all right.
iron,
somebody has
and he's
news.
like, we have the iron
PS1
core for Mars.
has
Oh
news.
my
I'm
god.
I'm delivering it to
but
you
I will ask for
now.
more from
I bet
everybody.
writers thought they were just so clever when they put this idea together. What
Should we make
if?
our way towards,
It makes sense though.
It was fun.
That
anything
sounds
that's a
like it.
shot
Yeah.
or a nuke?
Yeah.
Anyways,
The P-Shocks are
enough
at
geeking out about X-Men comics.
DS2.
The
DS4 has
flashing
20
suppositories
torpedoes.
out there in the distance.
I have enough
Yeah.
torpedoes right now anyway.
All right.
It seems like
So
they're
DS1
reloading,
has theirs.
resupplying right now, and they defended this space station, which I think is
Okay.
DS4.
Well,
They
fine.
defended it
Hey,
from the
Jack,
enemies that they
there's
just recently destroyed.
R05
Do you get a
coming towards us.
discount if
Maybe
you
see
defend
they
it?
have
They probably
anything
do
that they
get
can-
discounts on a lot
they
of
can
cool
use
things.
to
Everyone's on
give
the
them.
space station's like, hey,
Where
look
is
at the
that?
people who saved
By
us.
DS2.
10% off. You know,
here?
Yeah.
barely covers tax.
Yeah.
There might be something we can
Yeah,
scan. And
hopefully they just
Worried about
hopefully
resupplies
they
at the
do
moment.
better stuff than that.
Yeah.
I would imagine since this is Star Trek, everything's free.
I mean,
You just come to
There's
the
a
space
big-
station, they're
there's
like,
a big
"We got your
giant
bushel
fleet
ready."
below us. Do we have enough stuff for the? For
we
two
made
of
you
them?
salad.
I would like some.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd want.
Yeah, I
nukes before
bet
we
they
take
do
on
that
the-
actually.
There you go.
DS2?
You clip through all our shops, but that's okay.
You just hear like,
I'm just gonna type it down, yeah.
Give us your salad.
And
Yeah.
it looks like
We're off.
R24 is on its way to DS1.
we are
R20
off.
oh, wait, no, not
boys.
We're
R24
off.
is bad. R05 is good.
R05 's gonna
R05.
kick us, or it was at one point.
It looks like it's still coming towards us.
It's a Research
R05,
5
that's a nice
institution.
one.
R05.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can you ask it to
Wait, that
make
actually
some
makes sense. Why does that make sense?
R05
It doesn't make
cannot
sense.
any-
Once
It's-
again, asking for
Why
made
did you
that
say
up.
something that made
R24 is
sense
I don't
going to
know.
about this
DS1.
game?
I don't know.
It might actually not be.
I'm
It's
still
kind of-
just
it's
really
going towards
thinking about
us.
the
And now
pizza
it's
that
going
was in the
towards us. It was in a
atrium.
weird circle thing.
Mm.
Okay, we can take
Yeah,
our
it's
24.
probably
We
gone
can
now.
take that. We can take our
I am
24.
so
Do you know the
upset that you
shields
didn't
yet
go
for
for
the-
it.
I'm
You
upset.
definitely,
Well,
you
their
definitely
shields
had
are
like a good
actually
like
very
30
high.
minutes when they were showing that
They're
video when you could have
550.
gone in whatever.
It could have ended at any moment,
Right.
Wait, they're heading the other way.
but it didn't. It
Doing
went
alright.
What
on
does this do?
forever.
Oh, let me
Oh,
not shoot
are they
that.
targeting that
Not shoot that.
ship in the distance up there?
I
wonder.
think that's their ship in the top right.
The ship that's coming towards us, don't shoot.
No, I mean
that's front.
that one.
Oh, that one.
Fisher
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah, well, they've blown the hell out of
Exactly.
everything else in this game. Might
Yeah,
as
it
well
seems
just-
like they might be targeting it.
No.
Like, I'm
Wow.
shocked they don't have a little
they're
stamp they put it down with like ships they've blown up, like it's World War II.
For too long.
Down.
Are we getting
That's
anything
funny.
from R05?
I don't think that they have anything that we super want. It's a science ship, so they don't have any weapons.
Oh,
Oh.
so it's an
Yeah.
allied ship they're flying past. It seems like they're debating whether or not they take any.
Kill it.
They
Okay, then R24 is coming towards DS4.
please. Oh wait, all right. So they have transferred us some information.
What do you got?
They and then if we go to M98, then DS5
sorry about
will
that.
double
You're
in
good.
speed for making stuff.
Where's
but
M98?
It's
that
way
top
the hell
right?
over in like C4.
That's
R24
probably
is
like a
grouping up
better
with that
version of
bottom fleet.
M83, which is
Yes, they are.
they're a pretty good
Guys.
band. Did a fantastic trailer music for a very terrible movie, Cloud
Wait, where's
Atlas.
M?
Wow,
I
that's
think
a
it's in the
deep
top
cut,
right.
Nathan.
Oh, man.
That's an
The
incredibly
ship
deep cut.
if we're ever in a real situation.
Some days, Blind
Captain
Squirrel,
Petroni,
you
hold my
know?
hand.
Jeez.
This man's talking about
We're gonna get
trailer
through this
music.
together.
I love
we have-
trailer
we
music.
have
You know,
more-
for a
there's
career
more
prior to
ships
getting
that
into
have joined them,
education,
too.
wanted to be
Oh my
somebody who made
God.
trailers.
I mess with that. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
trailers are awesome.
Live
yeah,
that
we
dream.
need to get more nukes
should.
and stuff because
DS1
Well,
has 3 nukes.
You know what else I've been thinking about?
What's that?
DS1 has 3
I think it'd be
nukes.
really fun to like be like a
Okay,
video
we're
switcher
going as
Why
fast
is
for
this game just
concerts and
following
stuff,
us? Leave
like
us
for the
alone.
jumbotron.
Yeah, you could be that roadie
Yeah.
guy who.
Well, not a roadie. Like you would just stay at
But
one
they're-
venue.
they're-
Like
they're
I would
kinda-
I would
it's
work at
still
one
still
venue.
doing
Oh, I thought
that.
you'd go on tour
Oh
with a
my
band. You'd be
gosh.
like that person in the
Oh.
middle
You know
that
what? It's fine.
There's
controls all the
another- there's a
lights
big
and
fleet
everything
that's moving
else.
fast towards
Right.
DS4.
Yeah, I
DS1
mean that would be
has
super cool, but
nukes
I
at
I think
present.
like for me, I would definitely want to have like a
DS2 is
more
building
stable
nukes.
like
I don't know
if
they're done
venues
yet.
themselves like
Well, we
have
gotta go
that
quick.
kind
They're
of
really
role.
approaching us.
HyperX
Yeah.
Arena and Luxor is calling you.
DS1.
HyperX Esports
Oh my
Arena.
goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's
I need
esports. I
some
mean, I
AOE.
mean, you know that I would
PS2
love
does not
to
have any nukes.
continue
sure.
with esports as well.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
that's-
Torpedoes,
DS1
mines,
still
TNT,
used to.
Vanilla's watching this.
beacons,
That
probes, and
there's no
tags,
job
and
change.
full
There's no
placement.
job
They're
change.
currently
None.
building another nuke. It will be complete in 1 minute.
Oh
They're
my
building
God.
nukes right now.
DS1.
Sadistic people on that ship.
Moving away.
They
They're
just love
building nukes.
destroying people. You know what? I think
That's good.
I'm really sad to say this,
They
but I
got
think their
distracted,
20
that's
minutes
good.
might be up
Yeah,
soon.
stay away, Red
Actually,
You think so? It's coming to a close. We got like what 6 more minutes
Okay,
of this.
tags are.
Well, no, I just mean
tags
like
are small
there's
torpedoes
20 minutes
designed
per
to tag
game.
Biologicals.
It
So,
seems like they
not
might
ships.
like. I just feel like we've been on this specific ship for a while. This is their
yeah.
third.
I
This
want
is their
nukes. I
third
want
run through. They've
nukes.
been
One
doing
nuke
great.
and 6
Obviously, you can see
More nukes.
their ships
I
in the
would like
green.
3DS
There's no
ones, because I
fires.
already have
You
Yeah,
know,
DS
like
ones.
they're doing very well.
Yeah,
Actually, it is
Um,
already.
they've killed
But I'm-
everything.
But I'm
Would you wanna
concerned they
see
have
DS
killed
ones?
everything.
I don't
I'm
care.
concerned
Go DS
though
one.
Okay, well, I
that
want you to go back.
this might just be cut
Whoever's driving the
short
weapons should,
at some
make the
point,
decision.
like
That
very
will
soon.
lead-
Look, I can only for
Yeah. Well,
Also says a lot about
They're
society.
not turning around.
Let's take a
they're
listen in
not
on these comms.
crazy.
Yeah.
And
There's a
sort of
couple that are pretty
understand what's
high,
going
but
on,
most
what's
of
with
them
them, because right now
have,
we're
like,
just
a group
watching
of
the
them
ship
that's really low.
Does
just
DS2
sort of
have
like
three shots
glide
and three
around in
nukes? 'Cause
the
I can
vacuum
only
of
hold four
space. I want
nukes,
to
so
hear
three nukes
what
is fine.
these guys are saying.
That's DS2 that has 3 nukes, though, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Are we
yeah.
going to DS2?
Does
We get a
DS2 have
DS1. DS1 has
It's not
3
even 8
nukes,
o'clock.
right? Which one has 3 nukes?
Huh? The one with 3 nukes is DS1.
One.
DS1.
Okay.
DS1.
So DS1.
Wait,
Are we
Right.
ready for DS1?
How
Yes,
much
we're
time
headed
do we have
to
left
DS1.
in this round? All right.
All right.
Great.
A Soleil. And then that R24 is just going. It's just going off.
I think
I believe that's a friend.
a friend.
Melinda,
Can we
when
just
you
run into
when
them?
Melinda, when you look at ships,
Yeah,
does, it tell,
RO5 is bro.
What?
does it tell you a frequency?
What frequency? What?
Wait, if you look at any ship, does
Finish.
it tell you a frequency?
Hey, there's my time check.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So, guess what?
look, it's us, and
It's us.
we're fading away. Oh my god.
So, guess
Yes.
what?
What?
We had another successful run of Artemis where our team managed to stay alive for 20 minutes. That's like really good. I'm really proud of them.
Well, when you blow everything up in the game, you tend to be the only survivor.
Well, it does take you've got to admit it takes a lot of skill to blow a lot of things up and not have yourself blown up along with those other things.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I mean, when you piss off the galaxy and you take the galaxy out, it's a tough job.
Yeah, yeah, and
So-
it seemed like they handled it very well. As you can see, they were just sort of like confused on where to go and what to do after they had finished all their conquests.
Yeah.
Um, but like I think this was a really great display and just generally like a really great game for everybody.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they did great. I
Yeah.
think the MVP is definitely not Jack. I think it's more Melinda. And,
Yeah, I think
mean,
Melinda and Jamie were doing great
Yes.
jobs with comms, keeping everyone updated. I could consistently hear them in my ear very faintly yelling about something at
Oh,
all
anything.
times.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And they shut it down.
Disconnect and then
Yeah.
reconnect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shut it down.
Are we shutting it down? Is this it?
Are we doing same?
Are we?
It sounds like they might be going for another round, but I'm not quite sure.
Only if you want to.
It's been an hour.
I mean,
It has
not
been
really.
an hour.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
We're listening.
Let's listen to the comms and see what the consensus is if we're playing another game and what the parameters of that game will
Yeah,
be.
but we survived. We did survive.
No.
Okay.
Answer that question.
We immediately lost
Okay.
one of our
What do you need?
ships.
Melinda, to ask my question, so when you look at a Melinda, when you look
There
at
are monsters?
Yes,
I
there's gonna be a
cannot hear the
frequency.
question. Shush.
Every time,
It looks
every
like
time
we're
Melinda
back in
scans
the
somebody,
game
there's gonna be a
here.
frequency
Oh,
in the
did
top
you hear
back in
Melinda
another
up
game.
here
whatever
say
yeah,
shush?
frequency, I guess. I guess we don't really.
She
have
is clearly
time
getting
comes.
irritated with
Alright, cool.
engineering.
Alright.
Auto
Oh,
beats are
clearly,
gonna help
yeah.
a lot.
Yes,
Hey,
true.
Break
should
out
I
the bag
order
of shush.
from
Oh, there's a
our
shark.
various DSs?
Yeah,
We have
what?
various
There's a space shark.
not nice people
I
coming
have
towards
full
us.
I really
everything,
need them
but
just
I
to
would
check out the
prefer
shark, even if it's
EMPs,
like
torpedoes and nukes.
They're
even
never
if it's a
gonna
bad
do
idea.
We
I
have a
want to
bunch
see what
of
the shark
various,
looks like.
not
They're
very
probably
nice
gonna
people
save
coming
another
towards
space station.
W14.
Maybe the
I
space
don't know.
station should be somewhere
B31
else.
is close to DS6.
How do you move a space station?
So DS6.
I'm actually, you know what?
I
That's a
don't know.
good
This
question.
one seems
Like,
like
do
that
do
one's
space
Oh,
stations
crap, he's
move?
getting,
You
they're
just
getting
leave
really
them
close.
there?
Oh my
Do they
gosh.
orbit? Like, do you put them close to a
Okay.
moon or like? It feels
Okay.
weird. It feels very weird that a space station would just be floating out
Yeah,
somewhere in
but this
space. Like, how did you build it?
B31 is common.
Well, I mean, slowly.
If
Space.
it's orange, does
As
that
we
mean
can
that it's
go.
like
But
biological?
what is the
Either
structure with which
biological
you
or-
built the
orange
space
is a
station? You
biomech
know what I'm
stage
saying?
too.
What if you
It's
got like a gigantic
got
ship full
front
of
shield's
parts?
150, rear shield's
and just
50, so
spent
we
like
should
a
go
good
towards the
year
back
building-
if we can.
Where is it?
I guess, but still, like it would take a lot of
It's near like
weird construction in order to create a
D5-ish, I
space
guess. It's a
station.
little- it's going
If
toward-
it,
it looks like
now
it's coming
that's
straight
assuming that a
towards us,
space station is
honestly.
not a ship itself
Yeah,
that moves.
W14 and B31
True.
are
If a
coming
space
right at
station
us.
Yeah.
isn't a ship that moves, then it
Oh,
would have had
man.
to have been built in this weird remote
It needs to
area
change.
where there is no structure
And
or
then we
no
also
moon
have
or
some
no
coming from
surface
the,
with which it was built
bottom
upon,
left
which
side.
is really weird.
Why would
I
you do that
have
though?
not
Because
scanned
like
those
you
yet.
can't harvest anything.
There are a couple of enemies up.
No, I'm just saying,
northeast,
like,
I guess,
it
of
feels
DS6.
weird that something would be like if you think about like the frameworks and like all the different stuff like that it takes to build something in real life. You need like a source of gravity
Just to let you know.
and a
W14
surface
is
to
like
build
right in
on.
front.
But
And
it's
then
space.
if you
If you
and then
get behind
afterwards
it, the
if
rear
you
shields are
say
50.
liftoff on that thing that you
front
built on a
shields.
surface, then
shields
it
are
can go out
150, so
and
if we
sort
can
of
get
park itself
behind, that would
anywhere.
be-
I can also
But
scramble the signal.
if you
so we
just
can get
built it
shots in.
in a vacuum of space with
Does that mean
like
you make them stop
nothing
signals?
I
to
can just-
support
I
it,
think I
it
can
just
just
doesn't
keep
make
them from
sense to me
shooting at
how
us.
it was built or
that'd be
came to
really
be in the
sexy.
first place.
I don't know. That's really
Alright, I have eyes on. I have eyes
too
on.
deep.
Right, yeah.
Drop
Very
and jump,
Deep
up and
Space
weapons.
Nine.
I'm shooting and actually should I wait for you
Which
to
is
get
an
behind?
underrated Star Trek show,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm just not
Okay.
thinking of
I'm just
something.
gonna use
Like
Yeah,
maybe
this one then,
you know.
if it's sweet.
maybe it's like a bunch of ships that just like Jenga it together in the vacuum of space.
Listen, we could bring in engineers next show
And ask engineers how you would build
Melinda, what's the
something
food
like
who just
that.
ask random
Wanna try
questions.
something?
What are
You'd be
you
like,
talking about?
Right.
Topic.
Oh, did you hear
So-
that? That's irritated Melinda.
150.
That one,
Yeah.
that one doesn't have a
That's
shield
irritation.
frequency. Ships will have shield frequency. The Biomex don't have shield frequency.
Oh, that's a bio thing.
So talk about frequency
Got
right
it.
now. It looks like that is a bio ship,
That would
which is
explain
why
that.
they
I didn't
don't.
realize all those
Okay,
Which is
well, either
why
way, they have like front shields that are 150, rear
Okay.
shields
You know,
that are
frequency
50,
is a
so
great
you
movie.
Get
Until we
behind.
get a little bit further
I
behind
have
them.
never seen it.
Oh well,
Don't worry,
it
it's gonna slow,
stars
Bobby. We're making it.
We're getting there.
well that one guy and
Slowly but
he
That one
talks to
guy.
his dead
Dang hoot.
through a
You know,
certain
Star Wars made this
frequency
look
in a
like more
radio
fast-paced, not gonna lie.
in a different time.
Oh, that's cool.
I guess
It's actually
Star Wars
kind of a
definitely
neat
had a
plot.
That's a neat plot. That
Oh,
sounds very like
And it has something to do with space, so this is relevant.
that sounds cute.
I'm gonna.
Uh,
His father died,
whoa, what the heck?
Yeah, which is
and he only
Lasers.
had this amount of
Oh,
time to
why did he
talk to
die?
him.
that's why
And
it's
warn
cute.
him
Like,
of
it
his
seems like a
death.
nice, touching little movie.
Their rear
There's
shields
nothing
went to
touching about
44.
Being
I just hit him?
So it
emotionally
looks like they're trying to
tortured.
break
I just do.
through. It looks like our group is
Or
trying to
front
break through the
shield,
enemy
sorry,
shields right
14.
now.
Oh.
As you can see, you got Alex super
Hit 'em again.
concentrated here. It's unclear what
No,
role. It's unclear to me what role Alex
Kinda
plays
recommend.
in
Their
this
rear shields
equation.
are at 0.
Jim Caviezel and
What the
Dennis
heck?
Quaid. Dennis
Something doesn't make
Quaid
sense.
Oh,
is
Try to hit
the
it
father
again.
who dies.
Hitting it
This
again.
should get it.
cool.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah, it's interesting. Uh-oh.
Oh, what's going on?
I think we've lost communication. Oh no.
Oh
Where should we
no.
go?
B
B31.
B31 is just kind of came into our area, and we've got a lot of stuff going on around DS6.
Where should we go?
What
So
is
it
the
looks like they're
shark
still
shield?
trying to defend.
DS6.
Looks like they're still trying to defend DS6 right now, the space station that is up there. Very good.
You use it to
Oh.
aim at other bad
Jack's
bad
back.
people.
DS1 is under attack
Oh.
DS1?
from A60.
Oh, so
No,
it
it's
seems
a
like they
friendly
might
ship.
have to go on the offensive
Yeah.
against whatever
Yeah,
is
it's gotta be from
attacking
the shark.
Is that
DS1.
not a friendly ship?
They might be on their way there right now.
A6
It's
is
very
friendly.
surprising they're
Also
going
there.
on the
What is a
offensive.
shark?
It's
sharks,
very
there's-
surprising.
We can't
I
do
mean, yeah,
anything with the
they're
shark.
galactic defenders.
On
What
Elo-
else are they gonna do?
All right,
On the
Shoot
long range,
first,
just
ask
defend
questions
that.
later.
Defend
Is that-
Yeah.
DS1.
You could even call them
All right.
guardians.
No. No.
D6.
No.
Okay.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I can't say it. We'll get copy striked by Disney.
Asteroids are
Copy
coming
striked. Disney gets a bad rap for that.
DS6 is
They're
under
the
attack.
guardians of
Of the
We're heading
Galaxia.
there.
of the Galaxia.
And it looks
Volume
like
4.
something's coming towards DS7 as well.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, that's not
Very
good.
quiet right now.
And also
Just-
DS6 has a fleet of people coming in from the right side.
Ah.
DS7's right here.
Captain looks very concerned in the back.
DS6 is more.
Yeah,
more
it seems like
prominent.
they're
And
They're
then it's
unsure
got
of their
other people here,
priorities
too.
here. They're unsure of whether of
Shock
what
combo.
space station they want to defend. It seems like multiple space stations are being
Yeah.
attacked at this time.
Yeah.
Low on
DS1
energy.
and DS6 are
Just so
both in
you know
danger.
that there's two ships now at DS6. B31 has front shields 123, rear shields
Uh-oh.
50. Our
It's
energy's
not
low,
good.
and then
Energy is low.
G3.
Your energy is low, apparently.
Yeah,
You
it's
okay?
got 288
Yeah, I just saw
front,
that energy
150
low
rear.
come up and
Shows
it was
DS1
like,
and dock.
Yawn.
No,
it
go to
was
DS6.
just-
DS6,
it was
I
just
have
a
enough to
little
fight
message.
this.
Okay.
Okay, well now
I
that
have-
one just disappeared.
I have 2 nukes. I have EMPs. I've got P-shocks.
We'll go to DS.
The P-Shock.
Yeah,
I
once
remember
we
when
push
that
the
was
defender.
that was developed back
I
in
can-
2132.
those, don't worry.
Yes, the P-Shock.
Yes,
Maybe.
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Start climbing. I mean, diving
What happens if we
down.
fall into the black
Oh, so
hole?
you see, we're actually again we're
wanna try
doing
it?
some.
H86
We're finally
and
getting some
X86
play on
have
the
been being
y-axis of
haters
this
since
game.
the
We're
beginning,
diving
but they are
and
so far away
climbing.
from us that I feel like
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's
that
not
you
Are
see
they
that
the
by
ones
the,
that are all the
by
way
the
up
ship
here? Yeah.
tilting up and down.
But are you really
Well,
going
get on the
down or
back.
up?
Yeah.
Tell them their mom.
I don't
tell
know.
them
Maybe you've
the-
been flying
they
upside
have
down the
a curse
entire
on their
time in
cows.
space.
Space scoundrel.
Wow.
A curse on their cows.
Just saying.
Their
Wow.
cows.
A curse upon
Yeah.
both your houses.
CJ's not going to go to sleep with that thought now.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know.
You're going to wake up in the middle of the night
Yeah.
at 2 a.m. You'll be like, I don't know. I don't know if it's up or
Okay,
down.
Opening.
I can't think about that stuff
Before you get
anymore.
hit by an asteroid.
Whenever I think about the complexities of space, it reminds me of my. It always reminds me of my ex, who was an astronomer,
Half this game is just moving.
and it was. You know,
Just-
it's,
it just
I feel like
wasn't
I'm
in the
playing Fortnite,
stars.
like running
it
simulator.
wasn't in the stars,
Yeah.
and you know how it is with astronomers, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Speaking
they'll-
of astronomers,
Okay, the
suck
D,
it.
Yeah.
the
They'll treat you like
DS61, it
they'll
looks
treat you like an
B31
experiment.
is
You know,
showing
That's
that
right.
it's
You're not a
going towards
person.
them.
One day your relationships is
It completely
a
screwed off.
supernova.
One day,
They're scared of
one
us.
day you're a shining star
Yeah,
in the sky, and the next
yeah.
you're a supernova, man.
That's right.
Yeah,
And then a red dwarf.
yeah, no, that's real.
Yeah,
That's
I
real.
know, it's
Yeah. This guy's clearly been through it.
Mm.
That's
You know
really
it.
funny.
You know. He knows.
You want to play engineer where I've got 300 on the jump drive already?
Oh my gosh, Jamie is trying to give up their
Yeah.
role as
Picking giant
engineer right
ships,
now.
We keep going
I
slow.
think I
and then
know all the
engineers
roles, by
ask
the
me
way.
to
If
go
you'd like me to
faster.
run through them.
Yeah.
Go so
Jamie is
Guys,
engineer.
I'm getting tired again.
fast.
Alex is tired.
Yeah.
Alex is tired.
Thanks for letting us
Denise
know.
is is on
I'm
the
losing
helm.
energy.
She
So
might be
did-
PR.
What?
I'm gonna use the rest
PR.
of my torpedoes
Denise
for
is on
energy, okay?
PR
But I
and
only
also
have
the
2 of
helm,
them,
so Denise is the one
so-
that's piloting the ship.
It should
So
be
when
noted she
you-
has the hardest
Why?
job though,
Why?
because they're blowing everything up.
We're getting
So
so
she's got
close
to
to
clean
DS.
that mess
I know.
up publicly.
Oh, that's true. That's
Stop
true.
telling me to do the
Keep
thing.
going.
I
I'm
already know how to
sorry.
do.
I threw that bad joke in there.
No, no, you're good. I
Because
like
I
that.
was
She,
running
she
over
runs
the
PR and she
singular
tries to cover up their war crimes.
She's gonna have a
What?
parade, a
Sorry.
victory parade. Is that
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Um,
Everything's fine. Melinda,
Damage
who's Melinda?
crews, nothing you don't have, nothing you have to
Melinda.
worry
It seems like
about.
Melinda
Because
is
the only person who's messing
not
up
the
is me,
weapons
apparently.
person, but the person who is.
Fine, we'll run this.
Yeah, enough of that.
Yeah, Alex is the weapons person, but Melinda is the person who scans other ships and finds their weaknesses.
Ah, like a data.
Yeah,
Guys,
I'm not sure what exactly that role is
Way too
called,
much. So much.
but it's probably some
Sorry,
science role.
DS3. Oh my gosh.
That thing
there's
is
like,
gone.
Probably
Yeah.
DS5.
Oh.
We can only do what we can do, and we're closest to DS6.
Mhm.
Yes.
Finally.
Okay, that's your last little boost of energy before I can't give you any more.
Okay.
Running a lot.
Well, the other thing that's not helping the energy is the fact that we're
What?
trying to
There it
constantly
is. There's
accelerate.
DS6.
And of course, as we
Oh
all
my
know,
gosh, the
Vince is the
promised land.
So
captain.
close.
And actually,
You know what,
maybe
like,
it's
I
just
would
because
agree.
Vince
They
isn't
were
on
like
comms
medium.
himself, but I haven't heard a lot of from Vincent, like at all.
I think
I
Victorio
know, I
is
think they are.
running
They're
that
just all the
ship.
way in this,
Oh,
like,
it's just
swamp
all
right here.
Victorio.
Yeah.
Someone's
You know, I hear
calling me on
Victorio's a
Discord,
pretty
what?
smart guy.
What?
Oh yeah.
But the only problem is,
Tell them to go
if
away.
you,
We're
if, you,
busy.
if you wag a bone in front
Go
of him,
away, I'm out of
suddenly it's
I'm
all
out of
about the
energy.
bone.
They'll turn on you.
Yeah.
We're running out of energy right now.
Oh.
Oh no,
What
they're
am
so
I?
close.
It's
Like,
space, right? Shouldn't we just coast?
Oh, that's not how space
You
works.
Yeah, they can just coast on the winds of the space turrets.
Oh man.
Take off the
So I think
Shields
I
taken
think
off.
our
Already
team
off.
made a very I think
Yeah,
whoever
zero
was in
power.
engineering, which would be Jamie made a pretty bad mistake and had something turned up
Yes, all the
more
torpedoes are
than
gone.
it should have been, and
Yeah.
now they're
Well, then
just
let's
drifting
lock in
afloat
the
in
DS6.
space.
We're
So
trying
basically
to.
a
We're
dead
just-
car battery. You know, you plugged up your phone, you
We're
used
so
up the energy,
tired.
you forgot that it was still on.
Come on, Jamie. Why'd you let
That's
the
it.
energy get this low?
I've actually passed out at the
Shut
Why
it
did
down.
I'm just so
why did
tired.
we
I-
let the energy get this low?
We
I feel
didn't.
like
I'm
it was.
asleep
I
at the
feel like it was
control
much more high energy, but I'm falling asleep.
I don't
We're
know,
getting
man.
there.
You
We're
know,
so
after
close.
so many ships
I
they
can almost taste
unnecessarily
them.
blew up in this game, I have not connected with this crew as much.
Yes, I
Sorry to
agree.
I'm gonna start calling them Doritos.
That is very true.
There it is.
Come
There it is.
on, come on.
We are running slowly and slowly out of energy.
We're
Are we
almost there,
going to
guys.
make it to the space station
And
where
then
we
as
can
soon as we finish docking,
refuel?
there's G3,
I
GO3.
don't know.
Oh my gosh.
You think
yeah,
they're gonna make
they're
it?
sending a missile
Oh.
towards
You think they're gonna make it?
DS6.
I
It
love
looks
money.
like they got a boost in their systems.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
they're imposters.
They're
among
doing
us.
a bit of a boost,
Oh.
but the station itself
It's
is
under
getting
attack.
Can we
attacked.
fire without energy?
Getting the
Buddy,
boost in the
please,
caboose.
stop.
They can't even
God.
fire.
Oh
They
my
don't
God.
even have the energy to
Can we dock?
fire
Is that an option?
back.
Can we dock?
We're docking.
Oh, look at
We're
that.
docked. We're docked.
They're docking now. They did
up.
it.
Do you think but do you think the space station's gonna last during the docking phase?
We'll just
Shield
have
up, that's
to
gonna be a problem.
see
That's not gonna
about that one.
Find out
Okay,
next
just
on
so you know, the one
Pokemon.
that's like right on us. Front shields are
Hopefully we are
294.
getting
now. I'm good.
refueled.
Is
Hopefully we get
150.
refueled and we get right back in on this.
Shot.
Yeah, that's
It
great.
looks like we're all refueled and ready back to get into the fight, Nathan.
Look at that. Just took the
Tell me-
fuel and
tell
they're
me the
leaving.
thing.
They're like,
Yeah.
you're on your own
228
space
front,
station. You made your
150
last
rear. We
dollar.
have been
I
hit.
think they're going to fight here. I think they're going to attack.
Ah,
You know what? I feel very, very energized
Oh, wait,
currently.
Melinda, what's
I
I
don't
think-
know, man.
I
What do you
feel
mean
like
by frequency?
we're
It just says
having some
direction,
rip
range,
roaring
and amount.
adventures here. We're fighting back against the enemy
that
team.
EMP
Let's see what we
Work's
can
going
do.
the second time.
I don't know. That
If
ship
you
looks
can get
pretty
behind
big.
it, the rear shields are at 76.
Oh, they're
Front
trying to
are at
get behind
151.
because their
Melinda,
real
can you scan that ship the
shields are
second time?
low.
It's all right.
It just automatically updates.
Nathan,
What does it say?
can we just
Oh, it's gonna be difficult trying to get behind.
Oh.
Great job.
79
Great job.
front, 150.
I'm not sure if they destroyed it or if it warped out, but
Alright,
either way, the
DS3 's going
station's
down.
safe now.
It's
So
wrong.
It can
Okay,
totally
bye.
rip out.
Banner,
It's
but-
fine.
Bye, DS3.
Bye.
If we can get
My lips
behind
aren't
that,
working
that
either,
big
it's
one,
fine.
Yeah.
the rear
Mm.
shields are at
Which
82.
one?
I
This one?
can't
really,
one
is
that
it
we
fine?
towards
Because
us,
it
the
didn't
other we're
seem
fighting.
like it was fine to you earlier.
The ones that
It was
are outside are much
fantastic.
lower. We should be able to take those out easy, but this one is
Oh.
this one's more
Oh.
Uh-oh.
important.
Oh.
What if I just
Okay.
what if I just take
135 front, 85
What if I
rear.
guess? What if I guess?
This is getting intense, man.
This is getting very
Okay, front
intense.
shields are at 0. Hit it again.
Lighting.
Man,
That was the wrong button.
I really
Good
think
job.
Melinda is pretty.
Okay, the
Ruthless
ones
right
over,
now.
the ones over, like that other fleet.
Where do you think
that's
this anger
over
came from in
40,
Melinda's spaceship
28,
life?
80. We should be able to take this out. next.
Probably,
How would I know that
probably.
my beams are
You know where I think the anger is coming from?
Would you see something?
It's the
Don't they
level
just
of
auto beam when you get in
competency
range?
and the
Just
difference
activate
between
once
that
you're in
level of
range?
competency
Theoretically.
between
Game is
her
intense.
and the rest of her crew.
I can agree with that.
Order 3?
I think Melinda is working on a
We're gonna
level
fight this
close
giant
to
swarm coming at us.
like
That's what I
here,
was
What's the
asking.
plan for that?
and her team is working on a level
M17,
that's like
the first one that's towards us,
roll
is
all the
80
way
front,
down
80
to
back.
my legs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably to south of space.
yeah. to
Wherever
space
that
south.
is.
It
Where there's a
seems-
space sheets out there waiting to be.
40 front, 40 back.
Well, I like to think that all the stations they're defending are the equivalent of the
that.
space sheets.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
Nuke that person.
It's very nice.
Nuke that
Yeah.
lovely person.
Wawa nice.
Just a heads up. I
Whoa,
am out of
time
nukes.
out. What was that
I
expression?
am
Wawa.
Wawa
Get out.
is not better than
Um,
sheets.
U58.
I think
the
everybody
front
in New
shields are
Jersey
down,
would
hit it
disagree
again.
with you.
Yeah, weapons?
Wait,
Yeah,
you
well,
did the
that's
shields
Speak
are down?
carefully because
Yeah, front
Vince
shields are down,
is
hit it again.
from New
Why
Jersey.
would I ever
And then
want
the
to go
back-
to
the
New
next one
Jersey other
is,
than to visit my very charming friend Vincent?
This next one is 40 front, 40
It's a
back.
good save.
29 front.
Oh.
Front shields are down.
Man.
Hit it again.
Hit it again.
I'll be there.
Hit them again.
Hit it again, everybody. Destroy them.
10 mines, 5 ESPs, 3 beacons.
They're trying to build a new
Building another
galactic
unit
empire.
within 13 minutes, and we
She is basically
I was
Palpatine in
towards
this role.
I am the Senate. I mean, no, Melinda's role is very important because she has the comms on the enemy ship, so she knows whether or not it's a good idea to hit them or whether to leave them alone.
It's not gonna work.
So where should we head?
I think she thinks destruction is always a good idea.
Yeah.
Be it hers
Nope.
or the other
Put back
ships.
up.
Yeah, mutually assured.
Okay.
That's the way to go.
Is there any?
Is there anything in DS7?
Huh?
Is there anything in DS7?
What?
Yeah, 19 torpedoes, a nuke, 28 mines, an EMP, 2 beacons, probe, 2 tags.
What about DS1?
So as you can see on the comms right now, they're sort of weighing their options of like whether or not they should visit certain space stations based on what those
There's a
space
bunch of
stations can
enemies
offer
in
them in
one,
terms of supplies
29
and
mines,
weapons.
a nuke,
So
19
they're
torpedoes,
gambling with lives for supplies. Is that it?
No tags.
Yeah,
Wow.
basically.
Are they the baddies?
No, because they're defending space stations.
Man, I don't know.
Diving.
This is like a movie where somebody goes around
I
and
hope the ship's
asks
at
for
the top, that's why
protection
it's a
money
black
from
hole.
like the mom and pop shop. It'd be a
Right.
real shame if something happened to you.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
that is what this team is.
Well, like we said earlier, I'm pretty sure the supplies that they get from the space station, you know, like there's no currency, there's no money in these worlds.
It's
They're
bartering.
just
Oh,
giving
DS4
it
is
to them
Oh my
because they
God.
need it.
DS4 is not making
Here's
it
your
out.
space
That's a
goat.
lot
I
of
need
fun.
energy
Yeah.
for my ship.
Your
That
space
is not a
goats.
station, that is a memorial.
I need to put more goats on more of the like on
Maybe
more
the time will
wheels.
go out
That way the
before we get
goats
close
can
to them.
the goats can run on the wheels and power our fusion cores.
Oh my
Fast we can
god. You
without
know what I
our
pictured
floating
there
arms.
is like roller skates on goats
You know,
and
this
We'll
reminds
have
Oh.
to timeout.
No.
So
We're
we're
on
gonna
wheels.
get to DS1 and the game's gonna end.
Yeah, no, so let's go to DS2, let's blow something up.
wow.
They're trying. Okay, so
It's
right
the
now,
same
as you
part, they
can
just
see,
released
it's
it.
8:16 p.m. and I believe
Let's
this
just
game
blow up
started at
into one of
8.
the space meatballs.
So they know their
Let's do
game's
it.
about to
Hey,
end. And
Meatball,
guess
I
what,
trust
Nathan?
everybody to hit us an
They've gone.
asteroid.
They managed to
You know
get
what
through
this
another
reminds
game
me
where they
of?
We go
basically
out on your
survived. They didn't
terms,
blow
not
up.
not the clock's
So
terms.
this
Why are we
would
coming
make
to
so
the
so this game would
It's
make
funny
them
that way.
3
We're
for
all
3 out of
hands
4
to
in
the
terms
I
of
could literally
games
just
where
blow
they
up
didn't
nukes.
die,
We send a prayer.
which I think is
Yeah.
very
Say-
impressive.
we say
good
bye,
on
for this
child,
group.
That's
the
good on
For
them.
this
the
group,
last
Rub
year.
the picture
I'm
of
just
my wife
surprised
and
they're not
daughter.
getting blown out of the water, like within the
I
first
wish we had more
like
time.
2 minutes.
Well, I mean, when you're evil like
Let's
that,
blow up. Let's
and
do it.
you're laughing at "let's go destroy something,"
Isn't that the best way to end
your
the
survival rate is
Right.
pretty loosey goosey good.
Heading towards
They might be trying to climb to the heavens right now.
That's right, or
nearest
down.
asteroid.
One
Who knows,
last
really?
job. One last job.
Please,
Captain
I can't
Petroni,
think
was an
about
honor
this.
serving with you, sir.
It's been real, everybody.
It's been real.
it's
Are they
been
gonna
fun, but I
fly
can't
into an
do it.
asteroid or something?
Who knows?
It was
Wait, are they?
fun.
I think
They're
this is
going
it.
towards that
This is
asteroid
it.
really fast.
This is insane.
Is this the end for them? Are they?
Are you going towards the asteroid?
Oh my
Are
god.
they going?
The
Are
PR
they going out
department
into
has
blaze of
clearly
glory?
spoken true.
I'm running out of
We've got to
gas.
all
no,
go
no,
perish
save
in
the
space for
energy.
all
Let
the
us hit the
atrocities we
asteroid on our own
committed.
terms.
Oh my God! You see them clipping through it?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Wow, this is funny.
Oh my
You've got a
gosh.
fire on the outside where there's no
I may or may not have
oxygen.
turned the shields off in an effort to.
No, we timed out.
No way.
Oh my gosh! They timed
Timed
out
out.
before they
That's
destroyed
hilarious.
themselves. Wow.
Well,
Now, that
it's-
was an electric finish if I've ever seen one.
Man, you try to hit an asteroid and like the game just ends. It doesn't want that evil to die.
They managed to survive.
Let's just do
Yeah,
the
that's-
fastest ship out
I'm
there.
so surprised that even when they were trying to destroy themselves, they didn't.
They
Oh
didn't.
my gosh.
Either
think we're
this
gonna
game
watch-
Oh, this
is
thing is
much
not meant to
easier than I
fight.
thought it
No, we
was,
should get
or
a fighting
That is
these
the
thing.
our
least
players are
fighting
actually
thing.
competent at
Let's
it.
go with light cruiser. That seems
I'm
better.
thinking they're probably playing on a very low
Light
difficulty.
cruiser.
I'd say
Yeah.
so. It's probably like
Don't
super
go for
easy
scout.
level.
Yeah.
There's no chance of survival.
Are we doing this again?
Are we doing this
Butt
again?
munch.
Death board. I
Butt
don't know,
munch.
death board.
No, butt munch.
Butt
I think I'm
I don't know if
allowed
we
to
can
stop
do that
this.
one.
Is that?
Yeah, you can go. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
saw
would-
I saw you got a call on your phone earlier.
Did I really? Who would call me
Yeah.
in the middle of class?
Yeah.
Probably my wife.
F word, I don't know.
Maybe.
Just name it yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
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 So Nathan
does
has
this.
Nathan has just received a call from his wife.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty important.
Yeah, I'm going. I can
Yeah.
take over.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
There you
call
go.
her now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
got
I'm
it.
saying I can take over if you want to.
No, I mean, do you
step
want to
out.
put her
No,
on
20.
speaker?
20.
Yeah, keep it 20. Might as well.
I mean, it's a
Ready?
chance it
We
could be
get into
something
one
serious.
altercation in 20
Yeah,
minutes.
that
'cause it
would
takes
be
us 10
very
minutes to go back
sad
and
if she
forth.
was like, the results are back.
Please.
Nathan,
What, the
What did you
result of
say?
what?
It takes us 10
you
minutes to go back
have
and forth. So we get to one
a
altercation
horrible
for 20 minutes.
disease.
There's an
Yeah.
insect
Incurable.
right
There's
there.
already
Oh
five.
my god.
I think it's just life
Run!
there. That's...
I'm running.
Ah,
I'm running.
run.
Run!
In the base.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
tag
Well,
in something.
we're gonna end this. I don't know what they're doing on our
Okay, I don't know where
side.
I'm going, but I'm running.
Okay, we're officially ending this.
I'm gonna end it. It's been an
Okay.
hour.
Okay, gotcha.
Everybody got an hour. It'd be unfair if it was an hour and a half.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I'm gonna give them some slack on that presentation at the beginning.
right.
Both of them.
Right. Yeah. I got you.
So we're gonna wrap it up. So it's been fun cruising in space with everybody,
Yeah.
and
I had fun.
It's been great with you. It's nice that you stopped by again, even though you graduated.
Yeah.
You
what can
still
I
hang
say?
around and loiter. So like,
Yeah.
you can continue to do that.
I'm just that guy. What can I say?
All right.
Just that guy.
From two space cadets, we're out of here. Have a good evening.